let's head on over to chat. All right. So finally, I am able to do an HSR stream because I didn't get distracted today. But anyways, hello and welcome to all my starlights and to those who just wandered in or don't know who I am. Hi, my name is Tommy. I'm a bit of a spacey lioness lady. And today, finally, I am getting back into Honkai Star Rail. I left off in the Pearluxe building, as the title says. And I'm still in 4.1. I need to get caught up because it is 4.2 and soon 4.3, hopefully. So I'd like to get caught up. That way I won't be lagging behind. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see how the game is doing. Okay, so far so good. I am going to mute and check my, Oh, there it is. Why is that? Oh, because I had that open for something. Let's just hide that for now. There we go. So I'm going to mute and check my audio. So I shall be right back. Last thing, test. All right, and we are all good. So now we will get into it and hopefully get pretty far. I'm hoping we can at least get to maybe the final area, but let's go ahead and get into it. Also, I've been doing the Visitors of the Express event, and I just love all the cat cakes. I'm happy they finally put all of them into the game. Like, I mean, I can show off.
Would you care for some jokes? A bit of laughter might be good for your health.
Aki Billy Meow is gone. I need to remember to check in to see if I can find him. But anyways, these are all the cat cakes that I have so far. So... we have, of course, Trash Cake. Ice Cake, which is March. Blueberry Jar, which is Dr. Ratio. Honey Dice, which of course is Aventurine. I had to get my boy. Sesame Cake, which is Blade. Shader Cat, which is Kafka. Fluffy Firefly, which is of course Firefly, but it is adorable. Red Bean Milk, which is Hyacinth. White Peach Pudding, which is Serene. White Jade Green Dumpling, which is Yao Guang. Flower Viewing Dongo, which is Sparkle. Wisteria Cake, which is the Herda. And Charmy Kitty, which is Robin. I still have so many cat cakes to find. Honestly though, besides Genuine here, and where did he go? There he is, Finon. Honestly, oh, I do want to complete the express cat cakes. Just because, I mean, I only need Don Hung, Sunday, Wilt, and Himiko to finish those off, but then it's also about the observation records because, I mean, I'm so close to seeing a few of them. Okay, maybe just one. Oh, two. I just need a Silver Wolf for the Snack Hunters in Action. And of course, the all the cat cakes for the express. And then, of course, the freebie you get at the beginning of the event. But yes, I am very excited about this event, and I just did meet Aki Vilimiao. So I definitely want to see them some more so I can get them to come and live on the Express with us. But as of right now, they are not here. Because they were right here last time. I think this is where they show up. They aren't like the cat cakes where they hide. But anyways, let me get some minor, daily stuff out of the way. Anything else I need to do here? No, everything looks good. These out of the way. That way I can go straight into the storyline.
Soaring above the lands. This is permanent. To doubt farewell. Future will come.
Not that much lag on the stream. Good. Sorry if I look down. I do have my phone out with the stream, so I can see how the game is doing.
For tomorrow.
But anyways, I did try for Silver Wolf 999, and I was denied.
Future will come.
What did I get? I forget, but I know I got somebody instead of Silver Wolf. So that means that I do have a guaranteed 50-50. Or guaranteed banner 5-star. So I'm trying to decide if I want to go for Evanescia or if I want to hold off for Blade, as I believe he's next in 4.3. I believe he's been projected to be next with Gilgamesh, I think? Let's see. I know there's rumors. I don't take too much stock in rumors, but you know, they at least have some idea what they're saying. Let's see. Oh, Blade and Yao Guang, and then Sidene and Fine Art for 4.3 banners. So, Mortanax Blade. That's definitely going to be the one that I go for because I want Blade. I like Blade. And if I can get her, I would like Sidene because I missed her the first time. So I would love to have her. Not because I like her character, but because of her significance to the lore, and of course I like collecting characters. So that's that. When 4.4 and 4.5 are announced, I believe 4.5 is going to be the Aventurine SP. So I'm hoping that's when he comes out. And that'll be a long time coming, but I'm hoping to have some tickets saved up so I can try for him, because I want my boy. My boy needs to come home. But anyways, I hope everyone's doing fine. Let's see. Oh, I didn't do my login for today. Let's see. Let me just do that while I'm waiting for this to get through.
Quench the flames of blood. Granted with strife.
There we go. Got that one.
Quench the flames of blood.
I'll go ahead and get my other two Hoyo logins.
Is that all? Her agony. All stars burn to ash.
There we go. Okay, so all my logins I've gotten.
Soaring above
Good.
the lands. This is permanent. Serenity is before me. For tomorrow.
Sorry, hiccups. But anyways, done grinding, good. Oh, also, I need to do my freaking tier list. Maybe next time I'll remember. I gotta drop. Of course I gotta drop. Yes, yes, I know. Oh, okay. Sorry. Ooh. So let's see. Yes, I am working on Bailu because I just try to use her sometimes and she just doesn't do well, and I'm like, it's probably just because she's not fully leveled. So I'm like, you know what? I need to at least try to get her leveled up so that I can at least try to use her on certain things. Like her traces. I need to revamp her relics because some of those just don't work with her set. Yeah, I've got 4 I need to redo. So that's probably going to be a thing. But right now, let's go ahead and unlock some of her traces.
If I was bigger, I could have explored the whole galaxy by now.
Okay, so that's all I could do, but characters with invigoration receive 10% less damage. That's actually good. But anyways, I have... Oh, wrong one. No. I keep hitting the wrong button. Play too much on my computer, so I end up hitting the wrong buttons. But yes, I've gotten Fugue leveled up, I've gotten Evernight leveled up, Ashvale. I need to work on Elation Trailblaze, because she's not. All the other Trailblaze are leveled up, not her. Rappa. Yeah, I'm just going down of all these that are like level 80 and just need some tweaking. But I really have so many characters to finish out. Especially Endeavor Lune. Since I did get him, I really do want to get him leveled up so I can use him. But so far, I do have a good smattering of characters I can use, and I do have a full break team. Honestly, I wasn't even going for that, but it happened. Like, I have Dahlia, I have Firefly, I have Fugue, and I have Gallagher, so I literally have a full break team. Which is hilarious. But anyways, we're not here to listen to me yap about teams and all that. We're here to get back into the game. So, we are in the middle of the Pearluxe Tower. So let's go back in there. And get back into it.
Gentlemen, to Pearluxe Corp. All Mechatron units displayed in the exhibition area are available for purchase. For more information,
Let's do
please
something.
consult a nearby staff member. We wish you an enjoyable visit.
Alright.
Hey, wait. This isn't right. Isn't this Pom Pom?
Oh, wow! Oh, that's some really fine craftsmanship.
This is a toy model of Alloy King Pom Pom, which hasn't been officially released to the market yet. But just you wait. You'll see even cooler toys coming up later.
Are you sure there's no copyright issue with this thing?
Actually, this is Pom Pom from Fluffy Across the Blue, which is totally unrelated to the Pom Pom from Astral Express.
Of course. Why is he called King Pom Pom?
As the conductor, Pom Pom is basically the uncrowned king of the Astral Express, I'd say. We can't exactly call them Pom Pom Kong, can we? Speaking of souvenirs for the Express, I bet nothing could be more perfect than this toy. But it feels a bit one-sided if I'm the only one giving a gift here. I have a small favor to ask. Would you mind taking a photo with me by that headless Mechatron statue over there? And maybe signing the photo too. I'd love to leave it as a memento for the staff at Pearluxe Corp. How's that sound? If you're willing, I can pull a few strings and use my access privileges to give you all the gold-plated prototype of the yet-to-be-released King Pom Pom Alloy Armor 999, the only one in the entire universe. Just give it a thought.
As suspected of a P-30 agent.
It's nothing, really. When heroes from the Astral Express grace our humble establishment, how could we not offer something special? It would be unworthy of your status otherwise.
It's all up to you.
Come on, let's go.
Fine.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Pearluxe Corp.
You want the
To
statue?
ensure
Oh,
your
not with this
safety
one.
and comfort,
There's another one?
avoid running and move through the area in an orderly.
You watch Daybreak Squadron, the officially licensed Fluffy across.
A Pearluxe Corp themed sculpture for taking group photos. You can go behind the sculpture and place your amazing face in an appropriate spot. Adjust the camera to a suitable angle and you'll look like a Mechatron warrior.
Man and Mechatron in perfect harmony. Ready to take a photo?
I'm ready.
I guess that works, though it's kind of...
I love this one so much. I suddenly have this selfish urge to keep it all to myself.
Nihility, huh?
And don't forget about that exclusive gift you promised.
You bet. In fact, I'll throw in a normal edition for each one of you as hush money. Come on, let's head to checkout.
Okay, where am I going now?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Pearluxe. All Mechatron units
How are you doing? It's my pleasure to serve you.
I'd like to present each of our 3 distinguished guests from the Astral Express with an Alloy King Pom Pom toy model as a gift.
Sure, you got it. For the gift expense record, could you please provide your employee ID?
Please charge these expenses to this employee ID.
Huh. This is Madame Pearl's ID number.
Pearl's ID number?
After all, you are esteemed guests invited by Madame Pearl herself. It would only be fitting for the gifts to be presented in her name.
Uh-huh.
I see. Please wait a moment. Your Alloy King Pom Pom is all packed up. Would you like to take it with you, or shall we use our delivery service?
Since we still have the tour to go through, please just have it delivered to the Astral Express.
No problem. Hope you enjoy your visit here.
Now that the gifts are done, I'll take you to the Mechatron Design Lab.
This is the part I've been looking forward to the most.
I'm just gonna have to get used to Welt's new voice. I don't know if it suits him or not, but...
Ah! You're the...
Huh?
No way! You're Miss Raccoon! No, that's not right. You're oh, from the Astral Express. Wow! And is Miss March Bunny herself here too?
Fanboy.
Hi. I actually prefer to be called by my real name, March 7th. This is Mr. Yang.
How lucky to meet 3 members of the Express crew at once. I'm a huge fan of you all, especially my senior. I haven't missed a single episode of Fluffy Across the Blue, and I've even bought all the collector's editions.
How
Okay.
could this guy say he likes you more than me to my face? Good thing I'm not that petty.
Don't worry, March. It's hard to tell if people in this world love the real Express crew or just the cute animal crew from the Fluffy.
I don't just follow the Fluffy series. I've been keeping tabs on all your adventures in Bellabog, the Cienjo, Penacony, and Emphorius. Though,
Know about
it's such
Emphorius?
a shame there's so little video footage of the Emphorian War online. Oh, right. I just rewatched the scene where the Trailblazer embarked on another trailblazing expedition in Holy Grail Stay Night. Oh, your speech was so inspiring.
Of course, I have to tie in the collab here. Sorry, hydration. I couldn't have made it this far without some team effort.
Such modesty from a legendary hero. What a stellar role model for all of us. Oh, right. I have a precious trash can in my collection at home. If I'd have known I'd meet my senior today, I'd have brought that can with me. Could
A
I
precious
ask
trash
for
can?
your autograph? If that's okay with you. Just sign my clothes, please. I'm never gonna watch this ever again.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I just
Oh, you're
glitched out.
acting
Sorry.
Exactly like me from 10 minutes ago, kid. Don't worry, she won't fly away just yet. As for you, you've been chattering away nonstop. How about giving us a proper introduction so that your idol gets to know you better?
Sorry, I got way too excited.
Uh-huh.
I'm Warrior Cinderborn from Daybreak Squadron. And my real name... Well, my real name doesn't matter. Just call me Cinderborn. If you're not in a hurry, would you mind chatting with me for a bit?
I actually don't know much about Daybreak Squadron.
Daybreak Squadron is the most popular superhero drama in Full Wish TV's Mechatron Warrior series, following the story of young heroes fighting alongside Mechatrons against the Shadow Slither to save Plain Arcadia.
I never expected Mr. Yang to be so familiar with our story's background.
After all, I'm a loyal fan of your show.
I'm truly honored.
Oh, I'm sorry, but he just gives me the So what do you usually get up to around here?
I'm just a small-time actor playing a hero on TV. And like my senior's deeds inspired me, Daybreak Squadron has also motivated people to fight against all challenges in real life. Recently, Full Wish TV got approval from the Department of Aberration Defense. So now, the magical Mechatron Daybreak Warriors from the show can operate in reality. My friends and I are just honored to fight alongside the real Bullet Worm.
Sorry. I didn't quite understand that. So, are you still an actor or not?
How should I put this? My teammates and I are both actors and real masked heroes. Whenever disaster strikes the city or evil threatens citizens, we show up alongside Mechatron warriors to protect everyone.
Brought you to Pearluxe Corp today.
I'm here today to test a Mechatron's performance and do some advertising shoots while I'm at it.
Full Wish TV and Pearluxe Corp have always been partners. Even the squad's transformation Mechatron is imaginated by Pearluxe Corp. The more popular Daybreak Squadron's drama becomes, the more wish power flows into the Mechatrons, making the squad shine even brighter in reality. And the more active they are, the better Pearluxe Corp's model can sell. It's a perfect, virtuous cycle.
So you say. Should we continue with the tour now?
Oh, sorry for taking up your precious time with all this chit-chat. If the crew hasn't visited the combat testing area yet, I'd like to volunteer myself as my senior's opponent for the test. If that's all right with you.
Is that really okay?
The hero of the Astral Express gracing us with guidance and leaving some data would surely make the staff here very happy.
You got an
what
ad break
perfect
starting soon?
timing! The combat testing area is also part of today's tour.
Oh, lovely.
That's the weight of fame for ya. Don't let down those kids who look up to you.
Honestly, that's my weakness. I can't allow myself to let adorable kids down. First, have everyone take part in the assembly process for the Mechatron in the control room. Then, using this Mechatron as a template, we'll build a smaller unit for her so she can try out the combat test program.
Okay.
So, follow me, everyone.
Again, some of these are kind of interesting.
Meow.
And also kind of weird.
This
Damn it.
is Pearluxe Corp's Mechatron Imagenesis Design Lab. 15 years ago, the first Mechatrons of Plain Arcadia were born here, and they immediately gained widespread social influence upon their debut. Today, Mechatrons have become the most common and iconic symbol throughout the streets. You could say that Mechatrons are the first and currently only Imagine that can be mass-produced on assembly lines.
Okay, ad breaks, so let's go ahead and pause here. Okay, so besides being surrounded by fanboys, seems to be quite interesting. Although I can't get the feeling that Nihilix is up to something, or if that's even how you say your name. So it's going to be interesting to see what actually is going on. So far, everything looks good. My end. All right. So we shall wait out the last few seconds of this, and we shall be back into it. All right. All right, back in we go. Does Planet Arcadia really need that many Mechatrons?
Imagine such as Mechatrons, which can be produced and discontinued at will, are the perfect residents for Plain Arcadia, and perhaps the perfect IPC employees too. In some
Of
people's
course.
eyes, being able to create an infinite army of Mechatrons would be even better. Say, dear guests, do you know what the first step is to creating an Imagine in Plain Arcadia?
Drawing the physical form?
As expected of the Nameless, you're quite knowledgeable about the customs and culture of the world you've set foot in. Drawing the physical form means humans using brushes to give shape to fictional beings, which was originally the domain of professional artists. But here, collective creation and standardized Mechatron blueprints have replaced traditional artwork, improving standardized workflow efficiency and reducing wish power resource waste. In short, this is the industrial revolution everyone's been chasing.
Oh, to think that even Imagenesis, a skill as magical as this, could be industrialized. I'm suddenly starting to admire the IPC.
That's nothing. Our company aims to create 2 billion Mechatrons for social production and public services before Arcadian calendar 2030. And that includes special combat Mechatrons like the Daybreak Squadron.
That's a staggering number. But can the wish power of the people here really sustain so many Imagine?
That's why Pearluxe Corp keeps churning out animations and hero shows one after another. In other places, these are just entertainment. But here, they're legit breeding grounds for spiritual energy. All of this shall serve Madame Pearl's grand goals and ideals. All right, back to square one. First step, let's go print the Mechatron structure blueprint.
Okay, what do we gotta do here?
Please adjust the Mechatron design parameters according to your needs.
Why not?
Megatron assembly blueprint updated. Processing. Printing.
While waiting for the blueprint to generate, it suddenly hits you. It's just a trial product.
Could it be that no matter how much I adjust it, the final printout always comes out exactly the same?
Your suspicion makes sense. But please answer my question first. Which do you prefer? The sense of achievement that comes from hard work, or the convenience of getting things done easily?
I want them both. Yep.
You got that right. The fully automated Imagenesis blueprint design system perfectly matches your needs. You can meticulously adjust every parameter, or just hit one button to skip it all, and the automated system will always produce results that meet the standards. Amazing, right? Just like how the inventors on planet Scroolum used to ask themselves, if all their inventions were already pre-recorded in the Supreme Punch Tape, what's the point of inventing in the first place?
Printing complete. Please retrieve your blueprints.
What you just said is the answer. It's not about the results of creation, but the elation we experience in the process.
Elation, huh? Okay, where to now?
Oh, hello. But please, show me your Mechatron assembly blueprint.
Submit blueprint.
No problem. The blueprint has been recorded. The Mechatron parts are ready to go. Hope you enjoy the experience.
Mr. Aiden, you're not coming along?
No. March and I will just watch you play from the side.
Of course.
Now then, please follow my guidance to complete the Mechatron assembly. This experience mainly involves assembling 3 parts: the arm, the shoulder armor, and the Daybreak blade on the back of the Mechatron. Go for it, little raccoon! Assemble the Magico Mechatron Daybreak Warriors and save our city!
All right, everyone, I'm heading out.
Alright, time for some, side-scroller. As part of the mech assembly project brought to you by Pearluxe Corp, you will be tasked with installing the arms, shoulder guards, and Daybreak Blade, a custom-engineered weapon designed for the giant mech armor. Please follow all instructions during their session. Utilize the detonator to remove parts from the frame, then engage with the mechanical arms to lock each piece into place. Word has it that to make the trip unforgettable for the Nameless, the corporation has included a thrilling new feature following the assembly phase. What could it be? The anticipation is palpable.
The first step of assembly is to remove each part from the frame, one by one. Nippers, hobby knife, sandpaper, sanding stick. Pearluxe doesn't provide any of these. But don't worry, the explosive device will solve all your problems. It may look brutal, but it leaves no burns. And that's the magic that we at Pearluxe Corp are so proud of.
Okay, where the heck do I go now? Okay. Chest. Where's the chest? I want to get it. No. Oh boy, someone said Steph will heat.
Next, please activate the mechanical maintenance arm and align it with the shoulder joint base to connect the arm. Good. We're done with the arm for now. Next, activate the mobile maintenance rack and adjust the mech armor to the shoulder armor panel position. Just like before, the first step is to remove the parts from the frame. Artificial gravity field adjusting. Please exercise caution. Activate the thruster and push the shoulder armor towards the unit interface.
Okay, so you can get those treasures.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This giant Mechatron is truly the soul of Pearluxe Corp. Now, for the final part. Please install the Daybreak blade on its back. Aim at the mounting point on the back and fire! Awaken! Daybreak blade! Mission accomplished. The colossal Mechatron you built with your own hands will now stand proudly in the center of this hall. The great hero of the Astral Express has graced this place, left behind a blueprint, and even contributed their own inspiration to the completion of the Mechatron statue. What outstanding promotional material this is for the marketing department. A new hero is born right here. Step forth, Miss Little Raccoon, and become the guardian of Plain Arcadia.
Or say.
Wish power supply entity detected. Initiating link. Mechatron synchronization rate 15%.
Assembly complete. Could the next step be?
That's right. With the completion of the Mechatron assembly, it's time for some heart-pounding combat.
Okay then.
Mechatron synchronization rate 39%. 42%.
Your little fanboy, Cinderborn, is eagerly awaiting some pointers from you. While we can't power up this big guy, I've printed a small unit. Now it's time to show you how a Mechatron fights.
I merged with the Mechatron? Where am I now?
Why, of course. It's the combat testing sandbox. Look, those dazzling colors are like an express train traversing through the stars. Enhanced full body armor, a steadfast shield for the people. Ah, what a powerful strike! That's our hero, Little Raccoon! This strike carries the hope of all citizens! Hi-ya!
Do I go? I can't jump. Oh, is there an enemy over here somewhere? Oh, really?
Our hero got blocked by an illegal building! City, what are you doing? city's crisis and let Madame Pearl worry about the compensation.
Yeah, that just sounds like something you'd say.
Could it be the one and only trailblazer of the Astral Express walking towards us?
That's right, please call me the Galactic Baseballer. Oh boy. Yeah, why not?
Galactic Baseballer! We've been expecting.
Although the giant shadow crisis in Dimension City has been dispelled, the real battle for you and the Daybreak Squadron is only just beginning. As the old and new generations of superheroes, you will face off here to determine the victor!
Ah, fucking hell.
Forged by raging fire, burn away the darkness, the star that sets the world ablaze! Blaze Weaver! Slice through the skies, flames of lightning! From the blue heavens descend, Azurling! Ka!
Shatter the eternal night, light blazing bright, the radiant bow of hope, Dawn Lance!
Cut through despair, unyielding blade of steel, edge that never fades, Cinderborn! You can do it, friend!
Darkness waits, and dawn awakens! The Daybreak Squadron arises!
I mean, honestly, that is me. This is so cringe.
This is an official challenge from the Daybreak Squadron, great hero of the Astral Express. If we defeat you, we hope you'll accept our invitation to become the honorary Phantom 5th member of the Daybreak Squadron and help us safeguard the peace of Planet Arcadia.
He's already gray, so what color can I use? Ugh.
Pink, green, we've got tons of colors. You can set any RGB value you want.
Hey Greg, didn't you have something to tell your hero? Now's your perfect chance!
Oh, goody.
My friend, you know what? Every time I transform into a Mechatron, I imagine I'm you. I think about what you would do when facing danger. It is your adventure stories that give me strength. So I'll give it my all from now on.
Are we done with the
Please
cringe
don't
yet?
hold back.
Come on. I would not make it in one of the shonen shows. This is so cringe. In that case, let me give you some pointers.
Now then, let's settle this on the horizon where the Vengeance Moon rises! Let the two of us see what you're made of.
Come on, one and only Trailblazer.
Okay.
Don't reach you ever!
Too slow.
Here you are!
My turn to shot. Speed, speed.
Okay, turn 1, enhance. Turn 2, fight.
As expected of the
Nope.
Astral Express hero. So powerful!
Okay, so I have a counter regardless. Gotcha.
Great. I'll leave the
is mine to cross blades with you.
As heroes, we'll never back down!
This strike contains all my respect. Bring it on!
What? Even the invincible little raccoon is reaching her limit? Listen, those are the people's wishes. Power converging as one. That is limitless possibility!
Everyone's wishes. I've received them all. Trailblaze
Uh-huh. Can we get done with the cringe part yet? Okay, so this part is actually cool.
You really got into character. That was some great acting.
Okay, that was a bit
Were we
easier.
just fighting in a film studio?
Don't tell me you actually thought you were fighting them in a real city. That ain't gonna happen. Madame
Go
Rose
Power
was
Rangers.
fun.
Yeah, I mean,
It doesn't matter if it was a real fight or a fake one. What matters is your experience. Did you have fun?
yeah, I remember Power Rangers, but it's just so cringe now. You know what? It was fun.
The user gave us a 5-star review. Thank you for your kind feedback. Your satisfaction and approval are our greatest motivators. Looks like the Daybreak Squadron is waiting for you. You gave them quite a combat lesson, it appears. Why don't you go share a few words with those youngsters?
Yeah. Gundam? Yeah, Gundam wasn't as cringy as Power Rangers, I will say.
As expected of my senior, that was awesome! My life is now complete.
Before joining Daybreak Squadron, Gray had always been your fan.
That kid knows every story about the Astral Express like the back of his hand. And he's always looked up to you as his role model. Even as his
Why
leader,
was the emphasis
I'm
on
nowhere near
you?
as important to him as you are. Huh, what an amazing battle! Well, more than beating you, we were hoping Gray would leave a lasting impression on you. After all, being remembered by their idol is the highest form of praise for a fan, isn't it?
Your team really gets along well.
Oh, you bet. Besides my senior. My teammates in the Daybreak Squadron are the ones I trust the most.
It's a shame, though. If she really could become the 5th member of our team, our recognition would rise even further. After all, many people still think we're just playing hero.
That's only because
Sorry.
we haven't done anything truly heroic yet.
Don't worry. Given the state of Duo-Mention City, a mind-blowing crisis is bound to
good.
happen sooner or later.
I'm
And
busy.
that's when we'll get our chance to
I'm
shine!
working, you little what? You little what?
Yeah, just yesterday, I rescued 5 people from a gas explosion. Hope they recover soon. And spread the word about how awesome Daybreak Squadron is!
There you go again. Casually saying the strangest things. Like the Astral Express. We don't need to act to prove something so long as we stay true to our own path. Sooner or later, Daybreak Squadron will be recognized by everyone.
Silly you. It's the
I mean,
Astral
G
Express
Gundam
all you ever
kind
think
of
about.
got into
Why don't you
the
just go join the Express as one of the
shonen cringe
names?
territory, but Gundam Wing is pretty much what
Don't
I
make fun of me.
first had.
I'm still just a rookie. How could I possibly be worthy of boarding the Express and fighting alongside
Luffy's
seasoned
busy streaming. Be
veterans.
good, and you might get some extra snuggles. Look. Yes. It is my cat. She wants attention. You guys really are remarkable heroes.
Anyone who perseveres in their own life is a hero indeed.
Thanks for your guidance, Trailblazer. And lastly, I wonder if you could take a picture with the rest of us.
Again, with the pictures.
Trailblazer, please take a photo together with us.
What is with the emphasis?
Whoa! My senior's so close to me that my heart's beating like crazy.
3, 2, 1.
Darkness wanes and dawn awakens. The Daybreak Squadron arises.
Time's about up.
Can you force?
We should
Yeah.
meet with Madame Pearl now. Oh, right. Want to say goodbye to your big fan before we go?
Okay, we're about to have an ad break. So where the heck am I going? Oh, I gotta talk to him again. Can I stop with the stupid? I'm gonna go mess with this. Okay, I can't do that. Oh, fuck. That was one of the areas. I didn't notice that. Okay. I need to somehow get over. Nope. Fuck. Fuck! Ugh. Okay, I'm stuck in this one section. I need to get around it. Can't get through there. Okay, ad break is running, but I'm just gonna try and do this puzzle while we're doing that. Okay, good. It put me up here. Fuck! Me! Stop it. First things first, get rid of this one. And this one. Okay, now that those are done, I just need this last piece. Damn it. right idea. I just need to get really close without going over. There. Okay. Done.
The path of Enigmata often leads to unease. It's better to unveil it.
Okay, ad break should be over, so let's go ahead and get rid of the freaking cringe already.
Jello! You guys were amazing back there! If we record this for promo material, we'll definitely get a ton of new followers!
If only we could have beaten the Nameless. We were
What's with the
actually
freaking
so close to
strange
that Megatron
emphasis?
fight.
What are you talking about? There's no way we could have beaten the Trailblazer.
Well, it's not entirely impossible, I'd say. Ever since I converted, I feel like both my mind and body have become so much lighter. Gray, you really should join us and do the same.
Haha, Gray. Being a masked hero means facing all kinds of dangers. You'd definitely feel pretty bad if you couldn't contribute your strength to the team when we needed you the most. Oh, looks like your idol's here to see you. We'll wait for you backstage. Gray.
What was a freaking random emphasis? What the fuck? You good?
Me? I'm fine. Totally fine. It was no surprise that you took us down without breaking a sweat. It's me. I'm just too weak. I'm always hesitant, whether in combat or dealing with life. Even though I know I can never become an amazing hero like you, I've always been trying my best to get closer to being like you. It's a bit embarrassing to admit, but no one ever taught me the principles of how to live and behave growing up. I dropped out of high school pretty early and started hanging out with street gangs. Every time I threw a punch to intimidate someone, I thought I was being a hero. But when I saw how scared those people were, I had this nagging feeling that maybe I was doing something wrong. Later, when I read about the Astral Express story online and learned about your legendary deeds, I finally understood what it meant to be a true hero. Looking back at how immature and awful I was, I made up my mind to leave my old organization. Now I too have a chance to become a hero like you. Together, with my brothers and sisters in the Daybreak Squadron, I can bring happy smiles to the residents of Plain Arcadia and protect them whenever danger appears. But I'm just too weak. I don't have the immense strength like the Express Nameless. I don't even have any special talents. Maybe I've chosen a path that doesn't really work for me.
Desire to fight for others is a strength in itself.
I don't want to give you empty platitudes about humans triumphing over fate. But I do believe that while kindness isn't something you can learn, strength is something you can acquire. Your desire to fight for those around you, and your wish to bring smiles to others, that's your greatest strength.
Thank you, Trailblazer. Thanks for listening to my ramblings.
Let me give you my autograph.
Could you please sign that famous line?
Rules are made to be broken.
one's not bad either.
Eh.
Yeah, it was the stars that first set the Nameless on their journey. And now, I can see that same starlight in your eyes.
I'll remember today for the rest of my life. Goodbye, Trailblazer. I hope by the next time we meet, I'll be a true hero just like you.
Something's gonna happen. I already know.
Well, that about wraps up today's tour. After seeing everything, what do you think?
Looks like I've got quite a few fans.
You're only realizing that now. That's your greatest advantage in joining the Phantom Moon Games. A story that's already spread far and wide.
Pearluxe Core's influence is truly something else.
Indeed, rather than the power to rule this world directly, that individual draws even greater strength from Pearluxe. The stories and dreams spun by this enterprise are capable of steering the future of Plain Arcadia and of serving as the cradle for new Imaginae. Madame Pearl is waiting for you at the top of this building to discuss matters regarding the Phantom Moon Games. Let me give you a little reminder. The rules of Phantom Moon Games have never required any competition between supplicants.
What are you trying to say?
As an IPC employee, I've said far too much. Your friends are waiting for you in the hall. You should go meet up with them. Don't keep them waiting too long.
I feel like Mechatrons and Caddies really take off.
Fruits of a long journey.
Over here! Over here!
Over where? Oh, there you are.
You watched Daybreak Squadron too?
Mr. Yang and I watched the whole thing on the screen! Not only did you assemble the Mechatron and give autographs to your fan, but you also got to live out your superhero fantasy. Did you have fun? Mr. Yang's looking at you with such loving eyes, like a parent watching a kid riding on a carousel at an amusement park.
Indeed. Seeing her so happy reminds me of my younger self. Those were the days.
What are you talking about? Mr. Yang, you're still as young as ever. Oh, right. We've been wandering around here for ages and seen everything there is to see. What's this Madame Pearl really up to?
I understand everything she wanted to show us. There are just a few questions I'd like to confirm with Miss Pearluxe.
Miss Pearluxe? Wait, where did she go?
Ah, there you all are. We've been looking everywhere for you. The Secretary's office sent Agent Feld here to keep you company while you wait, but he said he couldn't find any of you.
Then who is that Miss Pearluxe from earlier?
Wait, if Mr. Feld is the one who's supposed to meet us, then who is Miss Pearluxe?
Miss Pearluxe? Who?
Agent Pearluxe, an IPC ranking P30 who works at Pearluxe Corp's Imagenesis Technology Department.
P30? Imagenesis Technology Department? Since when did Pearluxe Corp have an Imagenesis Technology Department?
Could she be some kind of corporate spy who snuck into the building? Oh, this is a real mess. What are those security guards even doing? Distinguished guests, are you hurt? Or did she trick you into giving her money or anything like that?
No, nothing happened.
This lady seemed totally legit. She smoothly guided us around the place like a pro. I thought she was one of your people.
I need to report this to security right away. She can't have gone far. Let's catch her in the act.
Thank you for your help. Astral Express crew, Madame Pearl has been waiting for quite some time. If it's convenient, shall we head out now? I'll show you the way. Please inform Madame Pearl that the 3 guests from the Express will arrive shortly.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Pearluxe Corp. The Megatron production line will be after this.
Pearl demonstrated the full process of creating a Mechatron army, based on what I saw.
Bubbles? What the fuck, Pearl?
Hello, guests from the Astral Express. Nice to see you again.
Thank you for your gracious hospitality, Madame Pearl.
I understand there was a minor incident in the lower lobby.
I bet this will be the elation
involving
healer.
Someone impersonating a Pearluxe employee. I hope it didn't spoil your enjoyment.
We're fine. Don't worry about us. But how are things with you? Did you lose any valuable tech? Blueprints? Or top secret information?
No, Pearluxe's data firewall remains untouched, and all assets under security network surveillance are intact. The only change is an additional expense claim under my employee ID. Never mind. I can make a preliminary assessment that this was the result of someone's momentary impulse. Lately, mishaps have been piling up, like dark clouds before a downpour, casting shadows of uncertainty over my plans.
Could you be referring to the Herald of Death?
33 citizens were found dead in the Dovebrook district. In addition, an IPC specialist assigned to negotiate the purchase of a Mask of Elation died in an unexpected incident. This party has made overt threats to public order and is clearly challenging the IPC. My intuition tells me this is only the beginning. Managing capital and managing a corporation share one thing in common. That is, an aversion to risk and a pursuit of stability. And I bear both responsibilities. As the executive officer of Plain Arcadia, I bear an inescapable responsibility for the safety of this world. As one of the 10 Stonehearts, I hope to bring the Phantasmoon Games to a swift and safe conclusion.
Sorry. Just 1 second. Jade, you goof. Yes, my cat's name is Jade. Sorry about that. She wanted to try and jump up with a cord around her neck, because of course she did. I'm getting close to throwing her out of my stream room. Yes, I said it, you little butt. Sorry. Another hydration break. Okay. Jeez, one more incident away from being tossed out of my stream room. But, I mean, I could see Pearl being healer. I mean, she is a water sign, after all. Or she's based on a water sign. But honestly, I love her design with the fins and the motif. But mommy, I need attention. Give her attention every day. I give her brushies. Literally. She is a long-haired cat, and I give her brushies every day. She doesn't like that my attention is on a freaking screen for like... It's only been an hour and 20 minutes. Jade, you need to settle down wherever you went. She's hiding somewhere. Not just brushies, I demand my snuggies. I try to give her snuggies. She runs away. I give her uppies and snuggies and brushies. I give her all sorts of things. She gets spoiled.
Rather than staging another dangerous battle, like what happened at Graphia Academy, I hope the supplicants can show
she has her crunchies.
Miracles of joy
She has her treats.
and happiness instead of sorrow and rage during the Phantom Moon Games. Therefore, I'd like to hear the Express's request. Trailblazer, please tell me. What's your ultimate goal for joining the Phantom Moon Games?
Oh, you said the T word? Before setting off, he spoke to Himiko about your goals for the Phantom Moon Games.
You mentioned earlier that you wanted to talk about the Phantom Moon Games with me?
The freaking tail. I love that.
I'd like to talk about our ultimate goal for participating in the Phantom Moon Games.
Huh. Got something in mind?
I think the rules and rewards for the Phantom Moon Games are a little too vague.
That's exactly what I thought when I joined the games 15 years ago. These games allow supplicants to do anything, good or evil. As a result, everything that unfolds in the course of these games exists beyond control. What's more vague is what can winners do when they share the power of the elation? According to legends and historical records from Ahatopia, victors typically first witness the manifestation of Aha themselves. They listen to the victor's wishes and grant them permission to use their power. And the applications of this power seem to be boundlessly vast. When faced with countless choices, the situation becomes even more thorny than having no choice at all. Sometimes I wonder, if we had agreed to become the leader of the Anti-Destruction Alliance, how would this trip have turned out?
I want Aha to be the leader.
If I win, I'll give up sharing Aha's power and ask them to be the leader of the Anti-Destruction Alliance.
That's such a hilarious idea. I can totally picture it.
I'm not joking around.
I get it. That's actually a brilliant idea. To begin with, this is far more meaningful than taking up a god's authority and squandering it freely for a single minute. Secondly, placing an Eon on the righteous cause of opposing the universe's greatest threat is something neither the IPC nor the god itself could reasonably object to. Finally, this would also help us avoid the risk we currently face, cooperating with the IPC while remaining wary of being drawn into its ambitions during the operation of the Anti-Destruction Alliance. If we handle the negotiations well, perhaps Aha could stand behind the Astral Express,
just like our cooperation with the Xianzhou, where we could maintain distance from one another while offering support from afar. The only question is, will Aha agree?
Don't worry about that. From what I know about them, they'll agree. What kind
And
of
how do you know, Pom Pom?
would they be if they broke their own rules? Besides, they still owe the Express a debt.
Is this?
This is their IOU for the Express debt from when they were traveling with Akavili, complete with their signature and seal.
The nameless Aha debt statement. Solely for the sake of fun, I have on numerous occasions during my voyage aboard the Astral Express misappropriated and vandalized public property of the Express, thereby incurring financial losses to the Express and liability for third-party damages. Having received the conductor's earnest instructions, I have come to the profound realization of my transgressions. I hereby itemize all outstanding reparations below to be settled at a future date. The itemized list of reparations due from AHA is as follows. Tele-microwave oven, 1 unit. Supersonic slippers, 2 pair. Optical camouflage coat, 1 quantity. Anti-gravity levitation carpet, 1. Hater rooms bearing a striking resemblance to swords, 2. Note liability for this entry is jointly assumed with Akibili. Leviathan, 2. Okay. Trimmed conductor's outfit. Organ dragonflies deposited by the morning actors. Medical expenses occurred due to an allergic reactions from the introduction of electronic mustard into the rice cooker. Graffiti removal fees for the statue complex of White Rolling Stone Planet. Repair costs for walls in the Museum of Animated Arts and recovery expenses for escaped collection of items. 3 portraits and 7 specimens remain unaccounted for to date. Incident during extravehicular angling. An erratic comet fish caused a collision resulting in damages to high solar sails on planet Goldberg. Note liability for this entry is jointly assumed with Akibili. A satellite unit from the Central Stellar Ring, 0.5. 6-side yaks from the Duchy of Ferrante, 9. 1 anti-base ward naval cannon sourced from the old Lutinium Exhibition Hall, and 1 artifact satellite neutralized via accidental discharge. Several pillows lost to the atmosphere of planet Sly during a pillow fight, inclusive of conductor's Pom-Pom's favorite bolster. Fines levied by the Cosmic Planet Paleontological... Yes, I'm not going to try and say that word again. Conservation Association regarding gastric ulcers in a void song whale. Induced by an unauthorized expedition within the creature's stomach. Xenohydros released from the custody of the architects. Oring Golden Pothos. Accrued multiple outstanding tabs at World's End in capacity of a nameless. A shockingly lengthy entry extensive enough to reach the ground. Crispy, crumbly pom-pom pies times 22, of which 3 were utilized as fishing bait. 9 were dispensed as yak fodder. 10 deployed as projectiles against space pirates during a skirmish. Please accept my serious apologies for the misappropriation of the conductor's labor-intensive provisions. Have an Astral Express! That's right, Aha blew up the Express. Debtor Aha. This scrolled signature looks sketchy no matter how you look at it. Is this really from Aha themselves?
Passenger, use this to blackmail them. That one will definitely give in to your demands.
Probably.
Uh-huh. Yeah, right.
So, you're saying you want Aha to take on the leadership of the Anti-Destruction Alliance?
Yep.
Logical extrapolation. Failed. Success rate indeterminable. This peculiar proposal nearly brought my thought process to a halt. This request is far too lacking in structure, yet within an irrational context, it seems to conceal a certain kind of logic. If the universe is the master of Elation's playground, then they should do something about this playground that's about to be destroyed. As expected of the Trailblazer, your thinking is so... out of the box. I've learned something today. However, I don't think you stand much of a chance in the games, because I've joined as a supplicant.
Oh, goody. Okay, you know, that is a question, although I don't think there is any, issues? I mean, it doesn't seem like there's any sort of, identities that cannot become supplicants. But you know what? I might as well ask.
This is an age-old question. Do Intellitrons possess a soul? The mask responded to me, which means the Elation has acknowledged that Intellitrons also have the potential to seek pleasure. And I am perhaps the first Intellitron supplicant in the history of the Phantasmoon games.
A Plain Arcadia's administrator is a supplicant?
At the same time, she has at her disposal assets of staggering magnitude. What, Pearluxe Corp among them.
Aww, with money and power on her side, wouldn't her chances of success be way higher than ours?
As I previously proposed to Miss Himiko, I'm willing to cooperate with the Astral Express to ensure the smooth progression of the Phantasmoon games.
But the Astral Express isn't your only partner, is it?
I have 2 other allies. However, you all are my most promising ones. Once the Astral Express joins, it will maximize the safety and success of this Ionic game. And I will do everything in my power to fulfill my partner's wishes within that limited minute.
Okay. Ad break, and it is the... No, it's not 2 hour. Okay. So I got one more before I can do my... BRB. Ooh, excuse me. Although I may not make it much longer. Oh, jeez. So Pearl is a supplicant. And honestly, I'm still trying to figure out who the Herald of Death is. Because it could be anyone from Plan Arcadia, but it's someone who Himiko knows. Because it happened during her time as a supplicant. It can't be Blade. Because A, he wasn't on Plan Arcadia, and B, he's a supplicant now. You can't be a supplicant a second time. So that just leaves an infinite amount of people, but I really want to know who the heck was so murderous during the last Phantasmoon games. I hope we eventually get information. What if it was her father? I mean... But isn't the... I thought he was dead. The Herald of Death. I thought he died, like, after the whole thing. At least I want to say that's what they said happened. Oh my goodness. And he was off, I think, trying to figure out the whole crackling disease or whatever she had. So he wasn't on Planet Arcadia when the last time the Phantasm Moon games happened. Or at least that's what he says. I mean, sure, it could be him. The only thing we know is that it was 15 years ago. It is a male because I keep saying he. And whoever it is was, you never know with HSR. I mean, true, it could be Imagine of her father that she imagined because she was, kind of pissed. I mean, I could see that happening. This is just like the Anti-Destruction Alliance.
As we told you before, our strategy is to become a sail, advance and retreat together. The Astral Express is not a lone supplicant, since we have our own allies in the games.
An ally like Sparksy? It's true that you defeated her and took her mask. But given her typical decision-making style, Sparksy isn't exactly what you'd call a reliable ally.
Besides her, I have another ally.
Hypothesis. The Sinwish Syndicate's missing mask. I thought it fell into the Xianzhou's hands. Don't tell me. Yao Guang gave it to you guys?
That's right. 3 against 3. We're tied at the moment.
With this new variable in play, I'll have to adjust my extrapolations. But the conclusion seems unchanged. After all, as the administrator of this world, I have the natural advantage in resources.
That's your biggest weakness.
An IPC senior executive. Plain Arcadia's administrator. A member of the 10 Stonehearts. Joining the games personally. It certainly has an intimidating ring to it. But, when you think about it, isn't this identity precisely the greatest burden Madame Pearl has to overcome?
She's right. Your identity is far too sensitive. You want to control these games and end it safely and quickly. But Plain Arcadia's citizens might not see it this way. All they see is the all-powerful IPC and an influential executive pulling all the strings. Your every action will be scrutinized twice over.
Yeah, people don't want to see the IPC win.
A sharp observation, I must say. Quite impressive.
But I do not believe you yourself would overlook this. Madame Pearl, what is it that you seek to obtain from the Phantasm Moon games at any cost?
What I seek is a treasure lost to this world's history. I want to recreate Graphia's divine art of imagenesis.
Does that have something to do with painting?
Hard to believe, no? My birth originated from the theme assigned by the celestial differentiator of planet Scrulum. Art. At first, I was nothing more than a machine that imitated human paintings. For an Intellitron, generating works of art is no great challenge. Day after day, I studied. Day after day, I exhausted every possibility. I could instantly analyze the proportional structure and pigment composition of any painting. I could precisely reproduce every pixel of Graphia's masterpieces. Yet I could not create as she did. Graphia's ultimate creation, was establishing the world in canvas at the end of the Phantom Moon Games. I want to understand her thoughts at that moment and touch the essence of creation.
Is this your personal pursuit? Or the IPC's demands on this world?
Both. The IPC's point of view is far more pragmatic. The world in canvas is a dimension that can shield us from the Antimatter Legion's warfare, and they've always been eager to master this technology.
Unfortunately, it seems we can't convince each other to back out for now.
Then, I have another proposal. Why don't we shift our perspective and turn our attention to those two supplicants who haven't surfaced yet? These two individuals' objectives are unclear, and their abilities remain a mystery. If left unchecked, we might see a repeat of the Herald of Death tragedy. I have a cooperation proposal that could help us gather intelligence on them, and I'm willing to share this piece of information with you all.
Okay, but at what cost?
A tiny sliver of your reputation.
Of course.
Before we move on to the details of our cooperation, would you like to take a short break and have some tea to wet your whistles? Or shall we continue?
Let's continue.
I was thinking of having Pearluxe Corp host an expo for the Astral Express. As for the name, how about Star Rail Fest?
Star Rail Fest? You mean hosting a Fluffy Across the Blue convention?
Correct, but not entirely. The Fluffy is well known in this world, so it's a good collaboration element. But what I want is an unprecedented Astral Express exhibition, with the Fluffy being just a small part of it. The real stars of this grand event will be you, the Express crew. You'll be there in person to meet the people of this world.
Are you trying to use this exhibition to lure those two unidentified supplicants out of hiding?
Huh? What if they're up to no good? Won't that just make us walking targets?
What's in it for us?
What could be more inspiring to the people of a world than standing face to face with heroes of the cosmos? That's an enormous amount of wish power, and the Astral Express is the very source from which this wish power originates. Together, we can create a miracle for all to witness in Arcadia devoted to the legends of heroes. I'll also get Full Wish TV and other mainstream media outlets involved for promotional cooperation. And in return, wish power will flow to you. Of this, I have no doubt.
I mean, I wish there was a no-deal option, but okay.
A wise choice. Before the Star Rail Fest officially begins, I have one more favor to ask of you all. I'd like the Express crew to pay a visit to Blurry QR Colt, the original author of Fluffy Across the Blue.
Why is that?
Doesn't Pearluxe own the rights to the Fluffy?
Since their debut, this author has remained anonymous, never revealing their true identity in public. But if the real-life inspiration behind the story were to pay them a personal visit, it would surely be a great honor, and likely persuade them to attend a signing, stoking the excitement even further.
Okay.
Now that we've reached an agreement, I'll leave it in your capable hands. My secretary will be in touch to keep all parties apprised. By the way, before you leave, please accept this small gift as a memento of our first collaboration.
Aventurine? Is this Aventurine's chip?
I've studied in detail the records of my colleagues' interactions with partners in Penacony, And I was particularly inspired by Aventurine's technique of giving small gifts that symbolize good fortune. So please, keep this chip with you as a symbol of good fortune for our future cooperation. Take care, everyone.
Well, we'll be on our way then.
They really are dropping Aventurine hard.
As your private detective, I must warn you that a grand exhibition of unprecedented scale would make for a perfect opportunity to reenact the blood-stained games.
I understand. That's why I have a mission for you. Protect the Nameless at Star Rail Fest.
You actually think they would need my protection with their strength? Don't tell me your extrapolations predict even bigger trouble ahead.
Hidden beneath each extrapolation, tiny signals of unease keep bubbling up to my thought interface. I must be thoroughly prepared for whatever may come. Now that you've taken up the mask, let's talk about payment. What do you want? The same as always? Money?
Before we talk about payment, let's discuss the Herald of Death. Although the Department of Aberration Defense sealed and destroyed all records of the Bloodstained Games, I still managed to uncover some unusual leads. After the Herald of Death incident, the victims' families collectively received compensation so massive it could fill any gaping wound. So, I figured, maybe we could find some leads by looking into official Plain Arcadia expenditures. But here's the interesting part. This item was nowhere to be found in that year's public financial report. Care to guess whose books this money went through? It was you, the omnipresent IPC. To be precise, it was the IPC's technology department that paid this astronomical compensation. Why would a lethal incident on some minor frontier planet cause IPC scientists to hemorrhage funding? Don't tell me they're moonlighting as philanthropists on top of their research work.
Following the usual human drama tropes, am I supposed to give you a round of applause now? Being able to dig up all this information really shows your connections and capabilities, Detective Ashvale.
In movies, a big shot like you would usually raise a hand right about now, revealing the dark muzzle of a gun. I'm afraid you've learned too much. And bang! That's when the gun goes off. And I, the poor sap who uncovered the truth, am supposed to bite the dust.
Sorry, my hand is on the checkbook and unavailable. Mr. Ashvale, tell me, how many zeros would you like to see on that check for our cooperation?
It's not about the money.
Indeed, money isn't the issue. 100 million credits.
Are you trying to buy me off like some poor victim's family? Tell me, why did the technology department pay to sweep this under the rug?
300 million? I know you've always needed money. For cryosleep, supporting the families of fallen comrades, and for treating those who survived. Isn't this exactly what strategic investment is about? Putting money in the hands of those who need it?
I'm not your lackey, Intellitron. Tell me the answer.
Damn.
500 million? I could pretend there's a glitch in my calculation process and make it a cool billion for you. Money or answer? Your call.
I want the answer.
Oh, an unexpected choice. It defies my usual understanding of your decision tree. Note, I say this without sarcasm or ridicule. The answer is, I don't know much. Hard to believe, perhaps. But as CEO, my power isn't unlimited. Besides, The Herald of Death affair lies 15 years in the past. This world is like an unfinished game of chess that's been dragging on for years. The hidden moves laid by the previous player keep becoming my challenges. Even today.
But since you've invited me to finish this game together, sharing intel is a must.
Reasonable. I'll share what I know about the answer. Marcus Antali, the Herald of Death. Last member of the Intelligentsia Guild School of Evolutionary Perfection. 5 years ago, his identity was confirmed, and he was executed. Note, executed in every sense of the word. Miss Yabali, head of the technology department, took possession of his belongings, and even I don't have the clearance to access those records.
No wonder. So, that guy was practically IPC personnel, give or take. That also explains why the technology department shelled out the compensation. Yet, the method behind this latest killing is identical to the one from years ago. If the Herald of Death is truly dead...
A serial killer coming back from the dead is the least of our worries. Even if a serial killer does come back to life, he's still just a serial killer who's been shut out of the Ionic game. What's more concerning is this. Someone wants to exploit the legacy of the Herald of Death. Miss Yabali took away everything that man left behind, except for the fear he instilled in the people of this world. And during the Phantasmoon Games, not only can miracles trigger wish power, but fear too. Based on my extrapolations, the appearance of this new Herald of Death might mark the beginning of the festival spiraling out of control.
No wonder you're in such a hurry to end the games.
Mr. Ashvale, I've always respected you. But right now, I need to rely on your strength even more.
Respect. When I was younger, what I really wanted was to make the IPC fear me. The passage at times not exactly kind, is it? Deal, Madam Pearl. But I will require one more form of compensation. Whoever this new Herald of Death is, I must deliver justice with my own hands. This time, there won't be any lengthy interrogation.
By the authority vested in me as CEO of Plain Arcadia, I pardon all crimes committed in the course of your revenge. Go ahead and do what you must, Mr. Ashvale.
Okay, so we know who the original Herald of Death was. We know that he's dead. Sometime later, somewhere in Duomension City.
My friend, I don't blame you, but I'm done being a breathing dead weight. So do me a favor and pay me back for that drink with this bullet.
Just do it, you coward! Let me die as a Galaxy Ranger before I turn into a monster of abundance.
Bana, shoot me. I beg you.
Thy Skybo above. May you have a pleasant dream.
Not knowing who you are, not knowing why you exist here, that isn't life. In ancient times, humanity's daily goal was to obtain 2,000 calories of food. Humans back then knew they were just one member of the animal kingdom. They understood why they migrated, hunted, gathered. But now, in an era where you can get food delivered to your door with just a tap of your finger, effortlessly achieving that 2,000 calorie goal, humanity has lost its way like never before. Tell me, will the Phantasmoon Games bring a new direction to this world, Ashvale?
What's wrong with getting food with just the tap of your finger? Don't tell me you want to go back to the days when everyone was starving and at the mercy of the harvest? 2,000 calories are pointless, but just for survival. It's the goals beyond 2,000 calories that define humanity. And the Phantasmoon Games holds up a mirror to humanity, allowing them to see their truest selves. I'm just a detective. Ask me such a profound question again next time, and I'll charge extra.
My apologies. I just heard you joined the Phantasmoon Games, and couldn't resist asking for your thoughts. You've met Madame Pearl, huh?
She dumped this hot potato of the Herald of Death on me.
On us. Judging by your expression, it seems less like a hot potato and more like a sweet fruit.
Because I have a lead now. I think the key lies in the word copycat. To prevent copycats, you kept the Herald of Death's modus operandi from 15 years ago under wraps. Which means...
There's only a few people who could reproduce this killing method with such precision. The investigators from the Security Bureau and the Department of Aberration Defense at the time, and those directly involved in the Herald of Death case.
Detective Kuchiba, I've heard that you've devoted considerable time to researching the crimes from the Phantasmoon Games.
So, I'm the prime suspect now. Is that it?
Just a bit of minor deduction. After all, murderers always love to return to the scene of the crime. Isn't it coincidental that you happen to be standing right before my eyes?
That's not deduction. It's a conjecture at best. As for investigating those two categories of suspects, we've been doing that for a long time already. It's been 15 years. The relevant people and the victims' families have all gone their separate ways. Tracking them down now won't be easy.
Yeah. After losing their loved ones in such a cruel way, their hearts were shattered. Many couldn't bear to stay in Dovebrook District and chose to move away. I remember seeing that in the case files you sent me. They even formed a mutual aid society for the victims.
I wonder, after all these years, have they managed to heal the wounds in their hearts?
Maybe they have. After all, they go by a new name now. The Research Society of Happy Smiles.
Ah, you mean that charity with the slogan, Healing Smiles, Healing Arcadias?
Before he died, Kostad mentioned that group to me. He said quite a few young people in the gang left without looking back, just to join them. So I thought, maybe we should start by looking into their rivals.
The Research Society of Happy Smiles, huh? A charity that helps people escape their pain and find happiness, offering free counseling, medical care, all of that good stuff. Sounds like they've turned over a new leaf. How could you call them rivals to the underworld?
I dug a little deeper into them, and found something interesting.
You mean your monkey dug up something interesting, right?
Okay. Mr. N dug up something interesting. Have you heard the name of the sponsor behind the Research Society? Her name's Fullwish.
That name rings a bell. Wait, isn't she the boss of Full Wish TV? I think she was one of the survivors of Graphia Academy too. This is getting a little too coincidental. Just like every case you've accidentally cracked before. Mr. Ashvale, should I compliment your keen instincts or your incredible luck?
Luck's a part of a detective's toolkit, too. Anyway, whether Full Wish is guilty or not, we won't know until we look into her. That's why I asked you here.
I'm not reading all that.
Dovebrook District New Life Project. Public Recruitment and Mental Healing Seminar at the Research Society of Happy Smiles. And she's the speaker? Holding a seminar at a place meant to bury past trauma. The very site of 2 bloody incidents. Miss Fullwish's audacity is certainly impossible to ignore.
So what are we waiting for? It's time to drag Dovebrook District's old skeletons out into the light.
Are you talking? Yeah, I'm almost there.
I want more happiness.
This place is buzzing. Are they all here waiting for Fullwish to grant their wishes?
A rich person like Fullwish can make most people's wildest dreams come true with the snap of her fingers. I'm less curious about who she'll help than what she wants for herself.
If money could really accomplish everything, the IPC wouldn't be eyeing this world. My bet, I'm sure that Fullwish wishes the tragedy 15 years ago never happened. Erasing history. Can the laughter really pull it off?
In past victory records, there have been countless and often bizarre instances where the victor used the elation's authority to change reality. You have to understand, the Phantasmoon Games isn't just some wish-granting lamp. What makes it irresistible is that it turns the one who wishes into the genie.
That's quite alluring. Have you heard about the noblest worm Aha made godlike? It became the happiest creature in existence. Happy enough to burst apart, leaving no intact body behind.
Your knowledge of these unofficial records is enough to rival ours. Since you see things so clearly, Mr. Ashvale, why sign up for the games?
Miss Kuchiba, is that a rhetorical question? Or are you fishing for a confession?
Fishing? Don't be afraid. Now that you're a supplicant, public officials like me no longer have any authority over you. I'm guessing what you want goes beyond a straightforward act of revenge, beyond a vigilante execution carried out in public. If you were only out to avenge friends, with or without the Phantasmoon Games, someone like you would toss laws and decorum aside and do what needs to be done. So tell me, Mr. Ashvale, what do you actually hope to get from the games?
Consider it a mystery. If I make it to the end, you'll know the answer before Aha does.
Well then, I'd be honored. Just don't let your wish ruin our lives here.
Daily life here fits like a tailored prison uniform. Wear it too long and you forget what your bones should feel like. Ugh. It's time to break free. Look at these prisoners of routine before us. Fullwish hasn't shown up yet. Let's talk with the members of the Research Society. Maybe we can coax something useful out of them.
Okay, we should be back now, so let's see.
I got called into another chat with the boss today. Never thought he'd care about me this much. Everyone is smiling at me. The office feels downright cheerful. These days, I go home, change my baby boy's diaper, help my daughter with her homework, prepare tomorrow's lunch, and clean up the house. It's hard to describe how satisfying that feels. When Emma left me, she must have left the kids to me for my own happiness. When I look back, I realize I was someone who had it good, and I never understood how lucky I was.
Right? All thanks to Miss Foolish. Yesterday, during my tumor removal, the anesthesia wore off halfway through. I squinted and watched the doctors pull all kinds of things out of my stomach. There was this lump still twitching when they cut it out. I used to be too weak to even get out of bed. But after the Society's treatment, I am almost ready to walk out of the hospital.
Isn't that amazing? Oh, I kind of want to see someone slice me open too. It should be fun.
Oh my goodness.
Did you two hear about the Sinwish Syndicate?
You've come to the right person. My neighbor got a visit from their debt collectors. You should have heard the racket. I saw the news too. Those parasites who ruined the peace, who kept people from being happy. Gone! Wiped clean! Oh, praise Aha! Wait, they extorted you too?
Something like that. Still owed their underboss tens of thousands of credits.
So your debt's wiped clean. Oh, must feel pretty great, huh?
Oh, we meet again. Hey, Lady Megatron. How have you been?
Good. Since I joined the Research Society, I've made so many new friends. In the past, I struggled with mobility. I always had to work 3 or 4 times harder than the other Mechatrons, just to keep up. A lot of Imaginae think factory-made types like me don't count as their own. And humans look at us and see soulless machines. If every sentient being has a home, then even the scrapyard is closed to me. I'm not even considered recyclable waste. But here, in the society, no one cares what I am or what I can do. They just see me as a normal person.
Congrats. You found your home.
Aha said the same. They and everyone here are my family.
Aha talks to you. Of course! You mean you can't hear them? Guess you're not happy enough yet.
Don't worry. Once you join the society, you will. No pain, no tears, just pure joy. The society makes everyone happy.
Okay, this sounds too much like a cult.
Looks like it's about time. If the star of the show doesn't show up soon, the crowd's gonna burst with anticipation.
Everyone, please make some room for Miss Foolish.
By the Master of Elation, may they bless all souls and grant them smiles. Are you all happy today? Very happy! Thank you for your smiles. They're like lamps in the dark. So precious. But before we celebrate the elation, let me share a memory drenched in tears. It once dragged me into the abyss.
Yet, it also taught me what the elation really means. As you all know, 15 years ago, during the Phantom Moon Games, the shadow cast by the Herald of Death swallowed this place whole. That day, I lost my parents, my classmates, and the others. The morning greetings, the little daily chatter, all went silent under that crimson dusk. After that, for a very, very long time, all that remained of my world, a door shut tight, a room steeped in silence, and a wound in my heart that would never heal. Just hearing the words, Herald of Death, made me shake uncontrollably. I even once thought the only escape was to follow the dead and leave with them. Back then, I was just an empty shell, breathing, beating, but lifeless inside. And just as my soul was about to fade away, an old lady from the Mutual Aid Society knocked on my door. She didn't offer empty words of comfort. She just looked me in the eyes and asked, "Child, would you try stepping outside this door? Out there are many people broken by pain, just like you. But together, we can start picking up the pieces, one by one." She smiled at me. A warm, gentle smile. And in that smile, I felt the master of elation grant me a reason to live. At the Mutual Aid Society, I saw countless souls scarred by fate. Some bore wounds beyond healing, and some had lost their loved ones. Each of us bore a different wound, but every wound cut deep. And yet, what truly moved me wasn't the pain. It was how, beneath those scars, they still reached out to one another, offering a smile to a child who'd stopped crying, lending a guiding hand to someone lost. They taught me something precious. Pain can destroy a person, but the wish to bring elation to others can spark the fire of rebirth. That was when Aha's voice echoed again in the silence of my heart. The smiles passed from one another through mutual aid is Aha's most precious blessing. It does not belong only in the small room of a support group. It yearns to illuminate hearts lost in darkness. Each time we share a true smile, it's as if we hear Aha's voice. And when that voice rings out, all suffering fades, all pain is healed, and everyone knows what true happiness feels like. That's why the Research Society of Happy Smiles was founded. I will share this divine smile with all of you. Everyone, I have questions for you. When was the last time you truly smiled? How long has it been since you felt happy from the bottom of your heart? Minato, do you ever feel like your days are looping endlessly? Like an old silent film, repeating until it suffocates you. And when you realize that loop might never end, does despair flood in like the tide?
You're right.
Miss Bell Woods, you left school full of dreams, only to have your resume rejected again and again. You told your parents you were busy in Seafeld City, hiding your heartbreaking loneliness behind that lie.
Please, help me.
And Taija did the cold exclusion at school and the indifference of the adults who should have cared build a wall around your heart. One that made you afraid to open yourself up to the world again.
Yes.
When we were born, no one had to teach us how to smile. But who would have thought that one day, even smiling would become so hard? Once, our world was blessed by Aha's grace. A gentle world in canvas, painted in elation. For centuries, humans and Imaginaes lived freely together in that eternal haven. Until the Inter-Astral Peace Corporation violently tore us away from that sanctuary. They brought us their so-called inter-astral civilization, imposed their so-called standards of happiness, and told us that life's ultimate joy lies in self-focus, self-indulgence, and self-satisfaction. They flooded us with dazzling material desires, blinding our hearts. They fed arrogance and prejudice into our minds through the network, making us chase pleasure for ourselves and forget that true elation is found when we smile together. Wish power has turned into fuel. Credits jingle where heartfelt laughter used to ring. We drown in anxiety, competition, and an endless sense of not being enough. And in all that noise, we can no longer hear Aha's gentle voice. Elation, the truest light of life itself, is being eaten away and replaced by the external.
You said it. I work myself to death for scraps, and my boss doesn't even notice. And those useless loudmouths online. They do nothing with their lives, yet constantly judge everyone else.
The IPC is nothing but a nest of vampires! They're feeding off of us!
Oh, Miss Foolish, please help us how to be happy!
Look around you. This land was once blessed by the master of elation. And yet now, it's overflowing with misery. Everyone's chasing their own happiness, but in doing so, they wound others without even noticing. Do you remember the moment I found happiness again? It was when someone who was suffering just as I was, smiled at me. Even through their pain, they gave me that smile. A smile filled with blessings. That smile saved my life. So listen well. Only by opening your heart and sharing your smile with another can you truly grasp what happiness means. It isn't just giving a smile. It's embracing the power that Aha bestowed upon us to smile. Join the Research Society of Happy Smiles. I'll help you rediscover the smile buried within yourself. And Aha will grant your life a transformation! Our mission doesn't end with finding our own smiles. We must bring them to the world and spread true happiness across all existence. While others pray to the eons for their own desires, we, the true followers of Aha, carry a higher calling to fulfill their wish.
To fulfill Aha's wish?
Yes. To still every cry of sorrow. To wipe away every bitter tear. We will build, no, rebuild. A world where smiles never fade, and elation never dies.
What a cult. Ugh.
The speech is over. What's your take, Detective?
She's so far gone, it's hard to make
Worse than a
sense of it.
cult. I mean, I can see it.
Then let's not overthink it. Let's talk to her directly. Miss Fullwish, I'm Kuchiba from the Department of Aberration Defense. I'd like to have a chat with you.
Ah, I see. You're here about the Sinwish Syndicate case, aren't you?
So, you were expecting us.
Oh, I heard the news. The entire Sinwish Syndicate massacred in Dovebrook District. Ah, such a cursed place. They may not have been saints, but I still pray for them. May their souls rest in peace.
Oh. How merciful of you. Though, rumor has it the Research Society of Happy Smiles had a few run-ins with them regarding recruitment, donations, turf. Sounds like plenty of reasons for conflict, don't you think?
Are you suggesting we had the Sinwish Syndicate killed? For conflicted interests?
Whoa, wait, that's not what I said.
You know nothing about our finances. Every expense is covered by a charitable foundation established with the compensation from 15 years ago. We don't need a single cent from our members. When I heard about this tragedy, I personally allocated relief money for the victims' families to keep order and peace in Dovebrook. Tell me, Miss Kuchiba, someone copied the Herald of Death and slaughtered dozens. What will your Department of Aberration Defense do this time?
We never released that detail. How do you know someone's imitating the Herald of Death?
Isn't that what you've been waiting for? For the killer to slip up so you can swoop in and tie everything up nicely? 15 years have passed. You don't seriously believe we're still living in an age where information can be sealed off at will, do you? From the very day the murders occurred, the news has long since spread online. The Sinwish Syndicate paid a fortune for some ancient mask, and the next thing you know, they're all dead. The scene painted red with traces of the bloody bloom.
Please pay no attention to baseless rumors.
Rumors? And yet you're here. That alone proves one thing. The rumors are true. And the new Herald of Death really does exist. Otherwise, why do you suspect me? Only someone who knows the original case could recreate it so perfectly, right? Everyone! You heard our conversation, didn't you? The Herald of Death has returned. He is here, in Dufrook. He's slain the entire Sinwish Syndicate. He's back to relive the carnage of the Phantom Moon Games.
The Herald of Death? Didn't the officials declare him executed? How has he appeared again?
He's immortal? A demon? He's back for revenge! He'll take revenge on everyone. We're doomed!
Oh, I seriously do not like this lady.
Remembers the very people who steal smiles from others? And isn't the best way to make bad people happy to erase them from the world? Wouldn't that be doing something good?
Yeah, Sister Mechatron is right. Those thugs deserved it.
No one deserves that.
Lies! The IPC kept him alive to wield him as their weapon. You useless officials! 15 years ago, you failed to let him get away, and that's why he's back again now!
Everyone, there's no need to panic. Remember who you are. You are those who live beneath Aha's brilliance, who have claimed happiness and cast off the shackles of suffering. Once the Herald of Death fed on our fear and tears, that was the source of his power. Look at the smiles on the faces of those around you. There is no fear left in our hearts, no tears left in our eyes. All that remains is resolve, happiness, and faith in the elation. The Research Society of Happy Smiles will protect this world. Etch this into your hearts. The happy do not die, for even death cannot touch a heart filled with happiness.
What's going on? There's something very wrong about this woman.
Yes, as long as we're happy enough, there's nothing to fear. We won't die. Happiness is our weapon. Happiness will destroy the Herald of Death. Happiness will save this world. Operation Spread Happiness. Let happiness infect everyone and spread to every corner of the sky. Make the Phantom Moon smile. Make Lord Aha laugh until they cry for us. Infect the Phantom Moon with happiness. Happiness.
Silence!
My apologies, officers. I can't provide anything useful for now, but rest assured, I'll cooperate with any investigation from the Department of Aberration Defense or the Security Bureau. And of course, I'll fulfill my civic duty. Whether it's the newly emerged Herald of Death or the various upheavals surrounding the Phantasmoon Games, the Research Society of Happy Smiles will handle them appropriately. What we protect is the future and the smiles of plain Arcadia. Or perhaps, after all this, you too have felt that yearning within your hearts. Would you like to join us to embrace eternal happiness?
I'll pass. But I've got a feeling we'll meet again.
Miss Fullwish, thank you for your cooperation. Hopefully, next time we meet, it won't be like this.
May the Master of Elation watch over all and bless you with their everlasting smile.
Wait, that was, what's his name? Claiborne? I think, in the crowd? Asheville and Kuchiba left the gathering.
Let go of your obsession. Let go of the shadow in your arms. Let go of that false sense of responsibility. You're the one who should be dead, aren't you? Come, join your brothers. Let the gears grind to a halt. Let the hands fall still and end that life of yours that was never meant to be.
That doesn't sound like aha.
Sorry. The day will come. But for now, there are more important things I must do.
What did you say?
Nothing. Never mind. Looks like Fullwish is a much slyer fish than expected. The bait was there. But she ignored it. And instead, she stirred up a whirlpool.
Quite the opposite, actually. Not only did she take our bait, but she also flat out told us she couldn't care less about the hook.
Okay, ad break. And since I forgot to, I'm going to do a quick BRB while we have ad break going on. So I shall be right back. Alright, and we are back. Okay, I guess that just happened. But anyways, let's go ahead and get back into it.
Oh? Was there something I missed?
The bloody bloom mark from the Sinwish Syndicate massacre. How did she know that detail? When we specifically obfuscated it with special mark, even in our internal reports. She broadcasted this information word for word, and even used it to stir up public sentiment, scattering it across the place like tossing blood-soaked feed into a fish pond. Now stopping the rumors from spreading will be even harder.
Well, maybe she has her connections, or maybe she made a lucky guess as one of the victims. Regardless, she's right about one thing. Trying to stop something from spreading today sure is a lot more difficult than 15 years ago.
So, Mr. Ashvale, did your lucky radar start blaring when it came to Full Wish?
There is something very wrong about that woman. You saw the way she played the crowd, huh? I guarantee you that it had nothing to do with her public speaking skills. She could very well be a supplicant in disguise. Still, this whole run has been smoothed to an unbelievable degree. We got our bearings in no time at all. So, let's keep our prized fish in the pond for now. Full Wish is not going anywhere.
You're right. It's too risky to make a direct move against a well-respected philanthropist and media tycoon. Maybe we should start with the people around her.
There were people from all walks of life at the gathering just now. Workers, suits, students, the elderly, and even Mechatrons. Judging by their crazed enthusiasm, I highly doubt they'd be willing to testify against Full Wish. But I have my ways.
Mr. Ashvale, coercive interrogation is strictly against the rules. Please refrain from doing it somewhere I can't...
Don't get the wrong idea. I meant an old friend that I spotted at the gathering. By the way, ever watch Daybreak Squadron? It's on Sunday nights at 8.
I thought you weren't a TV person.
Not me. Mr. N. He watches it.
Your monkey is quite the child at heart.
Anyway, come on. Let's go get an autograph from our heroic film star.
Okay. So where am I going now?
Is that him?
Shh. Don't interrupt.
What? You lost him?
Not even close.
Hey, why are you two following me?
Oh, we're just two grown-up fans of the Daybreak Squadron trying to get an autograph from Big Brother Magnus.
Mr. Ashvale, don't prank me like that. You really scared me.
Really? Cinderborn, the peacekeeper of our city, vanquisher of evil fiends, is scared of his own fans? Long time no see, Magnus.
You're not here for autographs, are you? I saw you two at the gathering. I don't understand. Why are you investigating Miss Fullwish? She's been nothing but a kind, lawful person who spreads happiness to others.
You heard about what happened with Sinwish Syndicate, I assume.
Then, was Miss Fullwish telling the truth?
The perpetrator left the same signature as the Herald of Death did 15 years ago.
So, did that monster really kill Mr. Polwave and Costide? 15 years and he's back? This demon How many more lives must he take?
Mr. Magnus, you're one of the survivors of the incident, right?
Yes. That monster took my parents that day. But what's the Sinwish Syndicate case got to do with Miss Fulwish?
Because that Herald of Death was executed 15 years ago. That's for certain. The Sinwish Syndicate case, on the other hand, has copycat written all over it. And Fulwish is a suspect.
So, just because we're survivors, we automatically become suspects? What? Are you gonna interrogate me too?
If that's what you want, Miss Kuchiba can arrange for it later. For now, I just want to ask you a few questions about the Smiles Society.
It doesn't matter if you have a few or 100 questions. I have nothing to say to you. 15 years ago, I was left all alone in this world. The so-called relatives closed in like a pack of hyenas, their eyes fixed solely on the compensation smeared with my parents' blood. Abuse, deception, expulsion. To them, I was nothing more than a walking money bag, an eyesore, a jinx. It was the society that gave me the chance to live the life I have now.
What about the Sinwish Syndicate then? If I recall correctly, they took care of you once. Old Polwave helped you deal with those relatives.
Listen, Mr. Ashvale, the debt I owe the Sinwish Syndicate will be paid. I will avenge them as a member of the Smile Society, as well as the Daybreak Squadron. I'll rip the Herald of Death out from the shadows in their name and see justice served. That is my duty.
You're in over your head. The new Herald of Death is very dangerous. I doubt a handful of actors like you can achieve anything substantial.
You think we're just a couple of kids playing superheroes with masks, right? Well, you're wrong. My squad mates and I aren't the easy pushovers we used to be, Mr. Ashvale. I haven't had my transformation surgery yet, but I can already power a Mechatron warrior in battle. We are real heroes here.
Boys, let's stay on topic, shall we? I just wanted to have a few words about the society.
I have nothing to say to you either, Miss Kuchiba. Neither of you are getting a word out of me on this.
Well done, Magnus. Your loyalty to the Smiles Society warms our hearts.
You're following me?
Not by choice. These IPC dogs made it clear that they intend to frame Miss Foolish. Oh, we're not going to just let this slide.
Would you look at that? The hunters become the hunted.
What does it matter? If someone's looking for a beating, we'll gladly give it to them.
You have 5 minutes for questioning. So make it count, Mr. Ashvale. They're all yours.
Never expected my first miracle as a supplicant to be teaching thugs. I mean lawful citizens, a lesson on the streets. Let's get this over with then. And if you want to join them too, Magnus, be my guest. Fair warning. I'm out of practice. If you get hurt, that's your problem.
Your fists don't hurt at all.
Mr. Ashvale, stop!
Trinity is before me.
Future will come. I underestimated you.
Like it. Born to doubt farewell.
Tomorrow.
consume me. So tear the sky. So without substance.
I'm sorry, Mr. Ashvale. I have to stop you.
Hooray, Cinderborn! The bringer of justice! Oh, shut up! Granted with strife. Hail the new dawn! Impossible! So without substance. Is the hell? Sun tear the sky! All stars burn to ash.
Soaring above the lands, this is permanence! Earth shatters, heaven trembles!
It hurts a little, but I'm happy.
There's something seriously wrong with you all.
Enough! Are you really going to kill them?
What's the matter, defender of the city? Are you scared? This is the real Phantasmoon Games, Magnus. This is the bloody truth under the mask of the Elation's game. 15 years ago, at dusk in this city, the Herald of Death tore people apart, one by one. Did he ever stop to ask even once, is it enough? I know you want to make something out of yourself, like the trailblazer of the Astral Express, and I know you want to catch the new Herald of Death and crush him like a bug, using the same methods he used against the Sinwish Syndicate. But here's the deal. It's not your duty. And the Eonic game sure isn't a TV show where you get to play the hero and save the day. You mentioned a conversion surgery earlier. Are you saying that all Society members underwent some kind of unknown modification? That figures. I was wondering why these people looked like they felt no pain at all. Humming along merrily even as they bled. Does this have anything to do with the surgery? Nothing to say? Fine by me. 3 minutes left. That's long enough for me to question them. Time to hurry and get some answers from these people while they're still on the ground. Hey, lackey! Wake up!
Pain should not exist.
This is why they're worse than a cult? Yeah, I can see it.
Smile. Please smile.
The laughter. Don't let it stop.
Those who suffer shouldn't exist.
What the heck happened to these people?
This is... the small procedure that official members receive. They call it the happiness surgery. With a prick of the needle, no more than a mosquito's bite. The doctor puts this small thing inside your eyelids, even smaller than a synesthesia beacon, and more convenient. People who have had the surgery say that it soothes all your pain and suffering, past or present. Even your body becomes stronger, and your mind clearer and more focused. A state where you can truly receive happiness.
So, you haven't had this happiness surgery yet, right?
I'm not ready yet. I've been thinking it over. But the rest of the squadron had it, and they've all become happier. They say it's the necessary step to becoming a true superhero that safeguards everyone else's happiness. If I don't do it, then do I still deserve the name Cinderborn? Mr. Ashvale? What should I do?
The surgery won't make you stronger, nor will it help you get your revenge. These guys on the floor are proof enough. Remember the hesitation and fear you feel in this moment, Magnus. If people simply erase their perception of fear and pain instead of overcoming them, then those people will never find true strength. Go now. I have some cleaning up to do.
Dang it, can't get over there for those last two. Oh well.
So, did you, pry the answers you were looking for out of them?
These people have all been processed by the Smiles Society. Heck, who knows what method they used. It completely neutralized their ability to feel suffering and despair and gave them bodies like steel, incapable of feeling pain. Say, is this the kind of treatment that the Medical Ethics Committee would approve?
As if. I doubt they even bothered to submit an application.
Which means Fullwish has far more dirty laundry than we initially expected. The idea was to find the Herald of Death with the leads we had. And here we are, going deeper down an increasingly scarier rabbit hole.
Judging by their voices, these followers don't seem to have any ill intentions. In fact, they sound a lot more humane than most humans. If all this has nothing to do with the Herald of Death, then it matters little to our investigation. After all, how they pursue happiness is their own choice. Wouldn't you agree?
Are you serious, Kojiba?
It's only human instinct to avoid pain, right? Such avoidance doesn't go against the laws of nature, nor does it legally constitute a crime when the party involved was a voluntary participant.
Not a crime. Well, my instinct right now is telling me that this definitely has something to do with the Herald of Death.
Unfortunately, Mr. Ashvale, we need evidence to solve a case.
I'm here to follow my senses and dig up whatever's at the bottom of this. As for evidence, that's your headache. Besides, I don't think we need to turn over every stone to figure it out. If the new Herald of Death and Fullwish are connected, we'll be seeing another move soon enough. If I were her, I'd choose the brightest stage possible so this weapon could spread maximum panic.
You mean the Star Rail Fest? Madame Pearl promised that top-level security would be deployed during the fest, as well as a contingency plan, robust enough to quell any crisis.
And you are staring right at him.
Okay, so yes, I definitely do not like Fullwish. Oh. Isn't hung.
According to Sunday, the crow should lead me to Blade's whereabouts. Since it stopped here, that means...
Oh? We can see Blade?
I wasn't even looking for you. Yet here you are, throwing yourself into the fray. Consider me surprised.
We haven't even settled the score over the mask you stole from the Sinwish Syndicate. And now you're skulking around and following us? What's your deal?
She will scare you? Okay.
What do you, or should I say, all of you, want?
General Yao Guang of Yu Chui has come to this world and is looking for you. Dragons clash in the wilderness, their ichor dark and yellow. In her divination, you will become a slave to your own violence, bringing a catastrophic end to all. I am in that future as well. The only violence within you that comes to my mind is Shuhu. The emanator of abundance who resurrected time and time again. The monster who turned planets into living beings and merged billions of people into flesh spheres. The Xianzhou fears that he is using your body to resurrect himself.
So, what's your plan? Kill me again.
Oh my, things are getting a little heated. Should I get you both slushies?
Thank you.
I'll pass.
Ah, the Doom Jowie.
While General Yao Guang's divination may foretell a death battle between us,
Thank you for the
that
follow.
doesn't necessarily mean it's the only interpretation. My experiences on the Express have shown me time and time again that even fates set in stone aren't entirely immovable. I have no intention of getting into a quarrel with you, but I need to make sure that the presence of the Stellaron hunters won't endanger my companions or the future of this planet. Thus, I must know your purpose here, Blade. What has Destiny's Slave written in your script?
He stated this trip would be connected to death.
Should I congratulate you?
Much obliged. In my experience, it's best not to get your hopes up too soon. Prophecies rarely unfold the way you expect. However, the General's divination isn't entirely baseless. Ever since my arrival here, I have been feeling restless. There's another power here beckoning me.
Is there another form of abundance in the world besides you?
Perhaps there is more than one.
Are you referring to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus? Or the Elixir Seekers?
Something far more dangerous.
Do they have support from other factions?
Unclear.
As such, I'll keep an eye on you until everything settles. Just like you did in the past. That's as far as I'll go.
Did you two just agree to some weird collaboration before me?
I'll leave that matter in your hands, Silver Wolf.
I don't get it. That good-for-nothing detective didn't even blink an eye before selling us out to Pearl. And you still plan on working with him?
There are things only he can get done.
I know, right? I mean, so close, yet so far. Come on.
Hey, you two. Why the long faces? On land blessed by the Master of Elation, frowning is bad manners.
Come on, smile! Whether you're hungry or full, poor or rich, the laughter is with you. Would you be interested in learning about our Research Society of Happy Smiles?
Thank you, but I'll pass. Another one? How many people have been talking to us about happiness today?
Well, 6, exactly. Locals say ever since the Sinwish Syndicate case, this research society of happy smiles has exploded in size.
That gang's fall left a power vacuum, and the Research Society of Happy Smiles filled it like a fast-growing fungus. Even those who were once resistant or indifferent got swept up in it.
Okay, we should be having an ad soon. But oh my goodness. Hollywood knows exactly what they're doing with freaking Blade and Don Hong. I mean, they are one of the biggest ships, I believe. Okay, so I'm trying to keep it here while we wait for the ad break to start up. And looking into it, Confessions of a Righteous Sinner is where I am. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more in Unraveled for Daybreak, which is 4.1. And there's the ad break. So depending on how long this is, I could possibly get through it tonight. Or I can at least get to the last, or second to last one and finish it off next time. Oh, let me throw this up while I think about it. But yes, we learned the true identity of the first Herald of Death, which is interesting. It's not anyone that we knew of. Which means it isn't Himiko's dad. Or anyone else that I can think of. Blade has appeared, and he somehow is tied to abundance? I mean, that makes sense, considering he has the, Mara. He has the Mara struck inside him, so that makes sense, considering he cannot freaking die. Oh, I love that the thing was, oh yes, I'm going to see death. Should I congratulate you? That was hilarious.
I think I'm starting to get a better picture now. Is this, by any chance, tied to what you're preparing to do in the Phantasmoon games?
Not only
Cells
me.
of Shuhu
It might also be tied to
exacted
the
Blade's
ominous
case.
fate
Okay.
General Yao Guang warned about. The one looming over this world. A few days ago, when I used the tuning power to help her intervene at Sparksicon, I caught a strange sound echoing in people's minds.
A strange sound?
Yes. Cheerful, happy laughter echoing in their heads.
Oh, without those gangsters, this street's much cleaner now.
The so-called voice of Aha those society recruiters claim to hear? Could the Joy Seeker truly be so passionate about universal redemption?
Whatever that is, it's not Aha's laughter. From the moment I set foot on this street, I've been using my tuning ability to sense the residents' minds. Miss Tingyun, allow me to correct you. Those connected to the Research Society of Happy Smiles number not 6, but 42. Each of them carries the same sound. Identical laughter, looping endlessly like a broken record.
Mind control? Or something worse?
Are you trying to say that this is tied to the harmony?
My apologies. I dare not make such wild assumptions.
No, this isn't the work of any tuner. It feels like a barrier, born from the human mind itself, to numb the unbearable pain it cannot endure. Like a worn-out tape recorder hidden deep in the subconscious, repeating the same thing over and over. I am happy. I am happy.
So, whose divine handiwork is this supposed to be now?
Wherever this laughter comes from, causing so many people to self-deceive in perfect unison while enduring pain is well beyond the capabilities of a mere charitable group. Beneath these calm waters, the undercurrents are far more turbulent than anyone imagines.
The bad news just keeps coming. Dunhung's gone off on his own, and Madame Yao's completely vanished. Can you still sense her?
The bird I entrusted to General Yao Guang has seemingly gone silent. I can't share its vision anymore. I can't even feel her thoughts through it. But I know it hasn't faded. That means she's still in this world somewhere.
Let's pray she returns soon, with some news to pierce through all this fog. Otherwise, this Arcadia built on happiness will crumble fast and fall into the abyss.
Okay, back to Trailblazer. Excuse me.
Blurry QR Cult? That's an unusual name.
Why would the author of Fluffy Across the Blue have such a pen name?
It's a Dimension City. Dimension City horse.
Really? A pen name often says a lot about its creator. Someone who can draw something that cute must have a warm, gentle heart. I heard the Fluffy's been running for half a year in a magazine. At first, it wasn't very popular in Plain Arcadia. But after that memory bubble movie, A Holy Grail Stay Night, Old Odie produced, became a massive hit. The Astral Express's adventure stories spread far and wide, and the Fluffy started gaining popularity.
Of course it was
Now
Odie.
the latest chapter, The Sacred Flames Return, Amphorius's creation, is sold out everywhere. This cult sure knows a lot about our journey. Must be a galactic fan of the Express crew. Yes, you've told us the story of Cinderborn 10 times since we got back from Pearluxe Tower. According to the address the Pearluxe employee gave us, it looks like we've arrived at a familiar place.
For such a small place, Dovebrook District is really full of hidden talents.
Turn left at the first intersection, then turn right, go straight for 200 meters. Wait, this is... the Furbobo Weekly newspaper? Oh, don't tell me the author of the Fluffy is actually a Furbo. No wonder he rarely shows his face. Come on, let's go upstairs.
In the Research Society of Happy Smiles.
Okay, I'm in the Seraphim chapter.
Puff, puff, pom-poms for extra fluffy stuff.
The fuck, March? So, I'm in Bums as Holy as the Seraphim, so 1, 2, 3 more parts after this one. So, yes, I might get close. Why are we going up this way? Oh, that's right. I need to go up here.
Let me guess. Your next line is, why are you here?
I won't say anything then. Yep.
Miss Nihilux, what are you doing here?
March.
What's the problem? I'm the magazine's founder, its president, and its editor-in-chief. It's only logical that I'd be sitting here.
Ex-president?
A million? President Nihilux has already been behind on behind on everyone's wages for months. If it weren't for the money, who'd risk their neck being a tabloid journalist, sneaking photos of the bigwigs on the Astral Express?
It finally occurs to you why the name Nihilux always felt vaguely familiar. The former president of Furbobo's Weekly. That deadbeat boss who skipped town to dodge her debts. Went by that exact name.
A boss who doesn't pay wages has no right to sit here. They belong in the underworld.
Idiots. Without me, you'd all have been locked up in some Department of Aberration Defense painting prison long ago. And you still have the gall to demand wages from your savior. Have you ever heard of the sensational serial thief case, Phantom Furbomorph? It happened in the year 1996 of the Arcadian calendar.
I'm sorry. I was wrong. I shouldn't have talked back. I'm sorry for being born a Furbo. Beep boop. Even if you've got dirt on us, making us work for free is way too ridiculous. We've had enough. We've overthrown the boss. We've got a new president now. Please, stand up for us.
Welcome, traveler. Furbo Hot Pot requires a reservation. Rumors are 10,000 credits apiece, and if you're looking to hire a hitman, just head right down the hall to the storeroom. Oh, or maybe... You came to meet the brilliant, charming, and universally adored blurry QR cult. Well then, truth be told, that person is actually...
We should really be charging royalties.
Who could it be?
Cut it out.
Once you rule out all the wrong answers, only one truth remains. The only one here who can actually draw is you, Nihilux. Your blurry QR cult.
You saw right through me. As a reward for seeing through my disguise, how about an autograph or a photo? Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm Nihilux. You can also call me by my pen name, Blurry QR Cult.
Aw, no wonder you were tagging along back at Pearluxe Tower, acting like you knew us so well. Wait... This blurry QR cult persona isn't a fake, is it?
Identity is just a mask and a body. Real or fake, it's all in how you see it. At the very least, for now, there's no other blurry QR cult around who could show up at Star Rail Fest for a live signing and hype up the Astral Express, right?
So, you already know why we're here.
Just a little deduction, that's all. The news about Star Rail Fest is already everywhere online. Knowing how that perfectionist Madame Pearl operates, she's definitely pulling strings to make your collaboration a success. Naturally, having me step in was part of her plan.
If that's the case, will you...
That said, I'll have to respectfully decline.
What's
Not
with
to
the
brag,
grayscale?
but Fluffy Across the Blue is ridiculously popular in this world. If tickets weren't limited, the line would wrap around the planet twice and a half. That's not a signing event, but a public execution, right?
Yeah, that does sound pretty horrifying.
You made quite a fortune off our adventures, haven't you?
So tell me, Miss Nihilux, do you really have the right to refuse us? You've used the crew's likenesses and adventure experiences without permission. Surely you owe us some form of compensation. Why are we talking about this all of a sudden? Today, on behalf of the entire Astral Express crew, for your violation of our publicity rights, emotional damages, and lost wages, I hereby demand 1.6 billion credits.
How did you work that out?
Believe it or not, I don't have a single coin on me right now.
That's impossible. Just your royalties alone should have made you rich.
Due to, unknown circumstances, my luck with money hasn't been great. But I get what this is really about. You're not only after cash, are you? I'll show up at Star Rail Fest. Is that good enough for you?
Then it's settled. Thank you, Colt.
That said, I also hope the two of you, as the original inspirations, will take some time to familiarize yourselves with Fluffy Across the Blue before attending the exhibition, so you won't be caught off guard by fans' questions. Time to attend Miss Nilux's class. Please follow me.
Of course.
Miss Nilux's mini class is officially in session. If you have any questions, feel free to ask at any time.
Miss Colt, why did you pick the Astral Express as the theme for your comic?
Well, I'm all about realism, but sadly, my previous works like Acheron's Godslay, Galaxy Ranger Saga, and dozens of others all got canceled. If you hadn't beaten Iron Tomb and boosted its popularity, this one would have been canceled too. Let's not ask sad questions, all right?
Sorry.
All right, pay attention. The cute little critter in the center of the image is Baseball Raccoon, the main character of Fluffy Across the Blue. Just recently, March Bunny and Woof Woof Dawn found her in a trash can. At that moment, a terrifying monster is causing havoc on the space station. It tries to spit fire at Baseball Raccoon, but the flames don't burn through the trash can. Instead, it sets the trash on fire, and the stench knocks the monster out.
Miss Colt, why is she the protagonist?
Readers today value immersion, and a character who has no memory of their past is,
Woof, woof,
of course,
yeah.
the best choice.
I don't know anything about my past either, so why didn't you pick me?
Even though Little Raccoon joined the Express the latest, she's left behind so many stories across different worlds that there are even rumors in the Lafu's prison about her beating up alien life forms. With material this crazy, not making it the main character? I might disagree, but Aha absolutely wouldn't.
Marge, I'll give you the protagonist role for a day.
Stick to being the Baseball Raccoon, okay? I don't need special treatment.
March,
The Fluffy is just a comic. Outside of this, the author and the readers, every character in this world, aren't we all the protagonists of our own lives?
That sounds so passionate, Miss Cold. I totally get it now.
And so, the unruly baseball raccoon, the quiet woof woof Dawn, and the lively March Bunny formed a trio everyone loves. Actually, I have a question too.
Why are they all small animals?
Ever since I got punched in the face by sales numbers, I've grasped a universal truth. In today's world, fluffy, cute animals are always a crowd pleaser.
Seriously? Even I feel like I can't compete with Pom Pom's cuteness.
Designing the adult versions took some work. After defeating the monster, Baseball Raccoon accepted an invitation from the other fluffy animals and boarded the Fluffy. Here, the protagonist meets 3 big animals with distinct personalities. First, the adorable and universally loved conductor, Pom Pom.
No change.
Beside them is the elegant navigator, Miss Hime-Cat.
Okay, so she's a cat.
I know! That's Hime-Cat! Her original inspiration is Himeko. Oh, please don't tell her!
They're turning the express furry. I mean... Your taste in naming is...
And the big brown dog on the other side, see? His name will shock you. That's right, he's...
Mr. Yang!
No fictional name for him?
Just Mr. Yang.
Ha!
Your taste in naming is indeed extraordinary.
Anyway, the 6 fluffy little creatures boarded the Fluffy Express and set off on their journey. As for the plot, it's pretty much the same as what you've all experienced, just with a bit of artistic tweaking to suit Plain Arcadia's audience.
Artistic tweaking?
If you don't stitch in a few local elements, no one's going to be interested. In the comic world, which is even more cutthroat than the Phantom Moon games, if you don't cater to the reader's tastes, it's nearly impossible to survive. Once upon a time, great comic artists had the luxury of 100 chapters to build things up. Now, if you don't hook readers within 100 pages, you're done. Readers today are hard to please, and authors have to come up with ever more shocking and sensational material. Doesn't this remind you of the Phantom Moon games? Looks like you're all familiar with the characters from the Fluffy. Now, let me talk about some of the creative challenges I'm facing.
Okay, what are you up to? Hylux's debt statement. I can't believe that's a collectible. Alright, what you got?
So, what do you see on the Fluffy stands?
It's her turned into a cute little animal?
A pirated version of me? Yeah, sure, why not?
Yes, this is the character, and you're the inspiration behind her. But even for someone as interesting as you, there are many backstories that readers don't care about, don't want to know, or don't feel obliged to understand. A comic artist's job is to capture the most interesting parts and present them to the readers. The cute and clever one is March Bunny. The unruly but reliable one is Baseball Raccoon. This
Wires
is what we call a
James'
concrete
eyes blinking.
archetype paired with an abstract character. And the abstract side of a character will only be further simplified in the eyes of the readers.
Hey, that
So,
one.
how do you think the readers across the universe view you nameless?
Say, heroes.
Well said. Your heroic deeds and accomplishments drew my attention, and your demeanor gave me inspiration for the character in the Fluffy. But while the hero identity boosts the character's popularity, it also becomes a limitation. That's why the little animals in the Fluffy have to defeat even more powerful villains and keep upping the ante to get more applause from the audience. In turn, the reader's perceptions and expectations constrain the character's growth. If she acts out of line, the popularity will crash. If she can't come up with new ideas or grow stronger, the audience will soon lose interest in the comic. Unfortunately, the creation of Fluffy Across the Blue is now stuck at this very awkward bottleneck. Honestly, after drawing comics for so long, I've pretty much run out of ideas. Hundreds of amber eras ago, people would laugh out loud just from seeing a cat do a backflip. Now, to get the same kind of enthusiastic reaction, you'd probably need to have that cat fight a Mechatron in a one-on-one showdown in Pearluxe Tower. Although the Fluffy specials are selling like crazy, doing side stories without progressing the main plot isn't a long-term solution. Ever since all the gossip memo keepers I hired got wiped out in Amphorius, my source of intel's been drying up fast. But if someone from the Astral Express could quietly feed me a few juicy insider secrets from the Phantasmoon games, imagine the reader's reaction when the next chapter drops. Whoa! Does Blurry QR Code have a time machine or what? Oh, that'd totally save the Fluffy's future sales. After all, my little Furbo crew already works for you. Just have them slip me a copy of the Phantasmoon Games press release. Let's call it buying your exclusive adaptation rights. We'll do a 50-50 split.
I have to think about that.
What about a 30-70 split? Deal. 70 for me, 30 for you.
Wow, you change your face faster than Sparkle.
All right, since we've got the profit split sorted, looks like my creative block won't last much longer. Just wait for my appearance at Star Rail Fest. Star Rail Fest, a grand event that gathers millions of eyes and an inordinate amount of wish power. And under all that attention, the dark forces coveting the Master of Elation's blessing are bound to surface. Heroes and devils dancing together in plain Arcadia. Tell me, is there a better source of inspiration than that? My hero, don't let us down.
Oh, goody, back to the academy.
A supplicant is the master of wish power, but wish power can also become the shackles that bind the supplicant, forcing them to fulfill its desires. Love and hatred are alike. Dependence resembles fear. What commands wish power isn't only love, but also hatred. Thank you. These notes will really be a big help to her.
Good. I'm so glad to be of help. For generations, many members of our family have attempted to enter the Phantom Moon Games, hoping to rely on the Aeon's immense power to lift the curse afflicting the Graphia bloodline. Some came close to the mask, but could only watch as history passed them by. Others wore it, only to fail in the end. That was until 400 years ago, when your great-great-grandfather Hero won the Phantom Moon Games and successfully gained an audience with Aha. But the family's curse was not broken. In his notes he wrote, "Just as the god of destruction cannot cradle a bouquet, so too is the god of elation powerless against a curse. Such is the cycle of cause and effect."
Father, are you wondering what it was that healed me?
I know you're keeping something from me. But I don't care what cured you 15 years ago. As long as you're alive, I can wait until the day you're ready to tell me. Still, as a father, there are things I must say, even if you don't want to hear them. As an artist, I'm fascinated by fleeting lives. How they struggle, they suffer, and in doing so, reveal a brilliance worthy of time's memory.
Okay. Ad break. Yeah. Alright, ad break over. And let's learn more about Himiko.
But as a father, I can't stand by and watch my daughter walk into tragedy. I bless you to be a hero, to welcome the same end as Akivili. Those are words I could never speak.
The road ahead is shrouded by uncertainty, and that's why someone must take the first step to trailblaze a path others can follow.
I can't stop you, even though every part of me wishes you'd stay. But this is your choice, my daughter's choice. All I can do is stand by you quietly and pray you'll come back safely. Do you still remember the bedtime story I used to tell? They say there was once a princess in the sky. Day and night she painted in her celestial garden, untouched by the joys and sorrows of the mortal world. One night, a thunderous sound echoed from her painting. Curious, she stepped inside. Through seas of flowers, across mountains, until she reached the world's edge. There stood an ancient tower, so tall it pierced the heavens, so vast it seemed to hold the universe itself.
Climbing the endless staircase, the princess reached the summit, and from there she saw the world beyond her garden. In the distance, she heard cries, the voices of people burning in raging fire. From that tower of infinity descended the world painter to walk the mortal realm. With a single stroke of her brush, she brought forth 1,000 imaginae, turning the tide against destruction. To go where there are cries, to go where there are flames. That is the origin of our family name, Murata.
But beyond the family name, my interpretation of our ancestors' name, Graphia, is also the hope I place in you. Himiko, whatever choice you make, if this is truly what you want, then go. Use those steps blazed upon trails to paint the world as you see it.
Thank you, Dad. By the way, how's your health? You haven't picked up any bad habits like smoking or drinking while I was away, have you?
As the Dean of Graphia Academy, I still have to set a good example for my students. It's just, my tendinitis keeps acting up. My herniated disc is getting worse. Himeko, how long will you be staying?
At least until the lunar cycle shifts. I'll stay here in plain Arcadia until then.
I see. If only the Phantom Moon could stay full forever. Himeko, safe travels on the trails ahead.
Hello, everyone! Welcome to Full Wish TV's special news segment, Arcadian Morning Report. I'm your host, Goofy.
Hi everyone, I'm your host, Snowy! The Star Rail Fest exhibition venue funded by Pearluxe Corp and constructed by Turbogen Heavy Industries has officially been completed!
Thanks to modern imagenesis technology, it took only a day for the Skyline's lookout cloud to take on a completely new look.
Starting today, the Lookout Cloud line is officially opening up its stop for the Star Rail Fest exhibition areas. The exhibition areas opening on day one include the Belobog area, Xianzhou area, and Penacony area, showcasing the legendary adventures of the Astral Express. The Aquarius area, which is currently under construction, will open in due course.
For this event, Pearluxe cordially invites several crew members of the Astral Express to visit and be interviewed, including the Trailblazer, who recently joined the Phantom Moon Games as a supplicant.
That is certainly something to look forward to. I heard Pearluxe has also invited Blurry QR Cope, the author of Fluffy Across the Globe, for a signing session. It'll be the first time the author reveals their true face in public.
An exhibition to gather wish power. Now that's an interesting scheme. Leave it to Pearl to come up with such a bizarre idea.
Well, that's Pearluxe's forte.
Pearluxe excels at creating dreams for both children and adults. And the Astral Express is exactly the kind of otherworldly dream that fascinates the people of this world.
Sometimes I wonder if Jade invited us here with the intention of giving her colleagues a winning edge in the Phantom Moon games.
For Pearl, this Ionic game is probably also a good opportunity to observe and study the way we operate.
Though, compared to our usual opponents, this Intellitron executive is a surprisingly rational decision maker. Her proposal for cooperation seems more trustworthy than most.
It's not rationality that concerns me. It's the irrational factors.
You mean the new Herald of Death?
Exactly. News of the Dovebrook bloodbath has already blown up online. The Department of Aberration Defense tried to clamp down on the rumors, but plenty of people are still linking it to the Herald of Death from 15 years ago. With such a large crowd gathering there, this exhibition could very well become a target for the new Herald of Death.
Pearl must have contingency plans for situations like this, right?
It could be that detective who passed by.
That old guy? No way!
Whatever Pearl has planned, we must consider the possibility that the Herald of Death might attack the venue. We won't just be there to showcase the Astral Express to the people of this world. We'll also need to stay on high alert for any suspicious activity.
It's about time. You should get going.
Just us? Why aren't you coming with us, Mr. Yang?
Someone's got to stay behind on the express to keep the conductor company and be ready for any emergencies that pop up.
You don't want to go.
You guys have fun out there, but stay safe. Contact me right away if anything comes up.
What about Dan Heng and Sunday?
They're both out on a mission with General Yao Guang. Dan Heng is tracking Blade's whereabouts, while Sunday is working with Miss Ting Yun. Both of them are tied up. Looks like they won't be able to make it to the exhibition this time.
Okay, fine, let's go.
Looks like the heavy burden of documenting our travels falls on yours truly once again. I'll make sure to snap tons of pics so I can tell you guys all about the exhibition when we get back. Star Rail Fest, here we come!
Station!
Misery and bliss, the same no matter where you go.
Please be mindful of your personal belongings. Thank you!
True local ghost, born and raised.
Passengers heading to Star Rail Fest, please prepare to board. Oh, if it isn't the heroes of the Astral Express! Oh, the trains have been placing bets on who will get to escort the Nameless to Star Rail Fest on opening day. It's such a super-duper Arcadian honor. And can you believe it? Turns out I'm the lucky one. Oh, I could already feel everyone's enthusiasm turning into waves of wish power along the way. No wonder everyone's running around with such high spirits.
Let's go.
Ding, ding, dong, dong. The express is about to depart. Heroes, please stay seated and hold on tight. This special train is bound for the Star Rail Fest exhibition. By the laughter above, may the smile of plain Arcadia grace our faces.
Cloudline.
Thank you for riding with us today. May the laughter watch over you, and please enjoy your journey.
Okay, there is a space anchor here, so I
The
can...
entrance is packed with Express fans.
Wow, people in costume?
Look! The Express crew's outfits! They really nailed it.
Horizon?
For real? That's what you get out of an official exhibition.
A Bellabog captain? Okay. So we got the Lafu and we got Bellabog here. I'm guessing everyone else is gonna be further on in. What the?
Hurry up! Hurry up!
Oh my goodness, it's the freaking wanted poster. Oh my goodness, it's the freaking wanted posters from Bellabog. Okay. To be honest, I do want to keep on going, but it's getting close to time, so I may just stop here and pick up next time. It's like, oh, we're in the next chapter, so it's not that far from the end. Yeah, we're in the third to last, so we should be good to start up and finish it out next time. All right, so let's head back here. And now, let me pop back here. And let's go ahead and see where if we can raid out to anyone. As always, if anyone has any ideas, please let me know. Let's see. No, what? We'll raid out into Edie. She is doing Abyss clears in Genshin, so we shall raid out to Edie. All right. So thank you everyone so much for coming in. I will probably be out until next Friday when I will be doing. Let's see. I believe next week is going to be Final Fantasy 14 Friday. So we'll be doing some more Final Fantasy 14. And then hopefully more Honkai Star Rail next Saturday. So thank you everyone so much for coming in, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye bye!